they got blocked completely because Disney claimed 1 minute of it or something. So I had to download the 10-hour VOD, cut it, re-upload it, render it. It took for fucking ever.
Just for 1 minute.
Yeah, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 2 restarts, no quality options still. Metal is objectively the big gay. Wow, you fucking wank. I killed Stormtroopers with this mace stick thing. It's so cool. Finally time for all the racism we were suppressing. Glad this is over. EFAB shoes, when? What?
Oh, damn, look at this take from the comments. You guys haven't seen any of the Star Wars kids shows, so you're immune to the cheap references that have all the fanboys and Disnoids blind to the right egg and Kubik in their pants.
Oh, fucking wreck, dude.
That's certainly interesting.
That's a take, because I think that's way closer to the truth than you'd enjoy it if you watched the Clone Wars. Like,
That's just about Kratos stories. I'll meet you for
Yeah,
a
it's
second.
very.
Need to list the Kratos.
He asked the trees of the forest for a branch to make a handle for his axe. Instead, the trees gave him a young sapling so they could keep their limbs. The woodsman made his axe, and then he returned and chopped down the oldest trees in the forest.
Just because trees are old doesn't mean they're smart.
Thrawn.
Wait, where are you throwing?
Dark Saber. How edgy, hedgy sword.
Remember, Mootle, Blind Manor is shit and Mando is amazing, and you're all dumbuses. I know, right?
My favorite thing is...
I will happily be on the team of pro-Bly, anti-Mando. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
Yeah.
Jeremy says episode 6 Mandalorian's season 2 is phenomenal. Thoughts? Oh, we know. We know.
I know that there was a tweet I showed Mauler.
I mean, we obviously disagree. If you couldn't tell.
There was a tweet I showed
There must be a way to escape.
Mauler that was basically Boogie was saying like, oh no, you know I don't watch the MCU for story. I watch The Boys and Mandalorian for story.
Oh, did we talk about this like yesterday?
Yeah,
Probably.
maybe.
2 days.
It's,
That sounds familiar at least. So yeah, it's stupid. I've watched Clone Wars and I hate this show.
ugh.
When the Civil War EFAB
Someone-
versus Geeks and Gamers, the Mandalorian debate. I don't want to debate about the Mandalorian. Fuck that shit.
I don't really want to either. It's so embarrassing bad. A lot of people want us to invite Thor Skywalker on, and I've tried to get him in the past, but we're just trying to sort something out. He's been covering the season, and well, to give you an example of how he feels, when he covered episode 6, he said, "How does the Mandalorian just keep getting better?"
Oh no. Why would you say that?
See a video called "Too Much Lore and Fan Service in the Mandalorian"? Oh, I don't think so. I don't really care about whether or not there is lore or fan service. I just want it to make sense. That'd be neat.
Yeah. Remember Boba Fett? I remember Star Wars. Fucking love that edit.
Fett's kill people.
Fucking love that edit. It's so good. Stupid witch. Jesus Christ.
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Clone Wars is decent, nothing great. Some episodes are full of tism and or filler. There's stuff about Mando I like, but people are loving it because everything else Disney made has been such crap. Oh, but this is crap too.
That's what we see all the time. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, part of that I think is true, but another part is but this is really bad as well. So surely they recognize it. Surely, he says.
I think it really gets carried by a lot of the fan servers.
I think so too. I think, oh, Darksabers, Bo-Katan, Ahsoka Tano. Oh my god, they creamed themselves. I can't believe it. Wow.
I went to the comment section on his video that's overwhelmingly liked. 100,000 views on his review of episode 6. Check out that comment.
It's not a review.
I smiled like an idiot when I saw the Slave One flying through the sky. Boba Fett has officially redeemed himself. Redeemed for what?
He doesn't have anything to redeem himself for. And I smiled like an idiot when I saw Slave One. It's like, you're the meme. You're the Red Letter Media meme.
Remember Boba Fett?
So funny.
It's weird to proudly declare yourself. Yeah, I saw a comment from somebody who said they said that they were upset that on the PlayStation 5 there were basically no more loading screens. He said,
Oh,
"I don't
man.
mind waiting for greatness." It's like, you are a peak consumer. You have adopted the vernacular of a fucking slogan for a fucking video game console as like part of
Waiting
your...
for greatness? Yeah, I'd rather wait for greatness than get it quickly, especially after I
Yeah,
paid for it.
because remember, greatness awaits, and that's something that I say in real life as like something that just makes me proud. Just,
Hey, Fringy.
Mando is
This is the
impossible
way,
to
my friend.
defend.
This is the
Look at-
way.
yeah.
Mando is impossible to defend. Look at what happened at Shad. He got retired by defending it. Wait, at
He
Shad?
got retarded by defending. he was just, a lot of the stuff that he said was really annoying to get through in the 2 podcasts, but he felt he had to cover all bases to make sure that our argument. The fact is, once we found out he thought the writing was shit at the end of it was like, oh, so all of this was just making sure that it's shit. Cool.
No. You sure smiled like an idiot. No. I know what that is!
Look at this. I think Fett helping Mando partly is about how he respects how Mando will risk everything for the child. He relates to the child and sees a lot of his father in Mando, who is a foundling, just like Django. It's like, where the fuck was that in the show? What do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can't just pull that out of your ass.
I hate
Even
waiting
though-
for greatness.
Even though there's way more potential with Boba having, like, character than Mando. Like, you could actually do that. I just want Mando to die at this point. Someone was pointing out that, like, why didn't Mando paint his gear
See you later,
to
Odin.
not only shield the fact a little better that it's Beskar or whatever, but also because it would be nice, and then it would also show, like, wear and tear.
Yeah. It's always
like-
just pristine, looks really
It's always
clean.
blank.
Yeah. Also, 1 second, I have some dialogue.
Spirit. They do not listen.
Do not mock my pursuit of vengeance. Though my family devoted their lives to worshipping Thor, I've devoted mine to his downfall. And I will start with that statue looming over my father's grave.
Unlikely. You are dead.
Is there something we can do?
For a reward, of course.
If you bring down the statue, you have my blessing to loot my father's grave. He rests on an island to the east.
And on Steam,
All
a
right.
fan of mine who bought Cyberpunk for me yesterday.
Neat.
So fucking Chad move for that guy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Fringy. How's your day?
It's barely started, so we'll see.
We'll see.
He'll review it at some point.
Mando
Like
was
the comment
upset.
I just posted.
Should I read it out?
Go for it.
This made my childhood complete. Ugh. Never got to see Boba in action. This gave me a nerd panic attack. It was amazing. Those people scare me a little bit.
Literally, Boba Fett is shooting people, and it's like, the episode's great now. Like,
Well, the
okay.
problem is that I would be these people if stormtroopers were competent and intelligent and they acted with some tiny iota of self-preservation.
Yeah.
I would be right there with you. I was so ready to see Boba Fett just fucking being a badass, but he's not. You can't be a badass when you're fighting kindergartners.
No.
Yeah. Howdy Rags, how's life treating you? Well, apparently someone bought
Oh.
Cyberpunk for him, so it can't be that bad.
Yeah, man. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay right now.
Nice.
Ups and downs. It's all just part of the journey. It's all
literally
so
couldn't-
magical.
Couldn't
you s-
believe it when Slave One flew in. I had to rewatch this episode a few times.
Oh
Wow.
my god! I saw Slave One. Remember Slave One?
What do you say that Mando being incompetent is consistent with other Mandalorians in the series? Apparently so, yes.
Boba's more.
Boba seems
I
to
don't
be
know.
alright so far.
Boba Fett is the problem. Boba Fett's mostly okay. It's just that he's fighting children.
Yeah, like, so, for example, Mando deciding I'm going to run toward the enemy and then throw grenades, that's dumb on Mando's part, not the Stormtroopers' part. I mean, the Stormtroopers have dumb shit as well.
Yeah, they
in that
they
moment.
magically can't hit his unarmored parts because like half of his body is not covered by armor.
So you could argue that Boba just landing in the middle of a bunch of Stormtroopers was probably not wise because he would have been shot had they had brains. But I mean, I think it's
But
better.
he knows they don't have brains, basically.
I would just say it's better than running toward Stormtroopers that are all shooting from one choke point in a line and you run into that line. That's just like, I am smart. You're like, no, that's...
I am smart.
Chad played devil's
Smart is a
advocate a little
quality
too
meme,
well.
by the way.
He's
People who
sus.
disagree are incorrect.
SWAT is next generation. They just don't realize it.
I
They're
saw
not
the
ready.
thing. I got the reference.
They're not
I can
ready, yeah.
zoom.
They're just holding on to a bygone era.
Oh, it looks like Slave 1 is going to be the main mode of transportation for the rest of the season, and if we get to see those seismic charges, I'm going to explode.
Wow, remember the noise? Remember the dwamp? Remember the
That'll
prequels?
be a good episode if they just have a seismic charge. I'd be like, yes!
These people are they are the meme. They are
Yeah.
become the consumer meme.
Metal and Mauler, Nerdrotic says that Boba Fett does nothing in the original trilogy and Joker is just a remake of Taxi Driver. Thoughts?
Well, he's dumb for that. I mean, I just don't know what to say. I've seen Taxi Driver. It's not that great. Calm down. Joker's way better. It's so much better written.
I agree.
Character work is so much better. It's a lot more entertaining. There are basically no wasted scenes in Joker.
Mm.
So that's just wrong. As for
go
the
ahead.
whatever, what was the other thing?
Boba Fett does nothing in the original trilogy.
You're right. He definitely does absolutely nothing. He doesn't capture anyone or deliver anyone to places.
I don't understand why people say that. Why would he say that? He's someone who knows what happened in the OT. So, like,
I stab a cardboard box. Am I a badass
Boba-
now? Yes.
Boba
It's weird that a lot of the
outplays-
people who are fueled by nostalgia don't actually remember the material of the movies.
Boba outplays the rest of the bounty hunters. He's the only one that manages to actually outsmart Han Solo.
All the Reza.
You don't if you consider so screen time versus action and decisions. Boba Fett's a fucking god in Empire. He's kind of a noob in Return of the Jedi, though. Though you could explain Return of the Jedi just by saying he just got really unlucky. Like,
Yeah, that's what it looks like, essentially, is that he got really unlucky.
Do not mistake my mother's statue of Thor with that monstrous eyesore to the south.
You're the real Chad Rags.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, it was a British bot, the
he
guy
bought-
who
he's
bought
the-
the game?
Yeah, that's the one who bought the game for
Yeah,
me. Yeah,
he's in chat right now.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that immensely. Like that is a huge gift in terms of like dollars per entertainment. That's probably one of the most efficient gifts you could give someone.
Yeah,
Wow,
probably.
The
assuming the
CD
game's
Projekt
good.
Red game.
I heard it's still kind of buggy. I can't
Yeah,
confirm
I'm
or
not
deny that
surprised
though.
with something that
Look,
big.
we're all gonna play it. I've actually bought it as well. We're all gonna play it, and then we can talk about it on an EFAP. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I would be surprised if it wasn't buggy. Honestly, something that big.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be
As-
bugs in it. I just hope it's not, intense.
Yeah, game breaking bugs.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could put up with graphics bugs. They don't really bother me. I could put up with some weird stuff. As long as it's still playable,
Yeah,
I'm
I,
pretty much
Someone
all
said
right.
Boba doesn't do any of that. Vader does. No, Boba does, and then he works for Vader. What are you talking about? We literally see Boba's ship chasing Hans.
Hans.
That's not Vader.
Yeah. Boba's the person who got him. Like after they escaped through the
Julius.
trash. After they latched onto the trash, it was Boba who followed him.
Yeah,
Because
and the
Boba's
other-
a smart lad.
yeah.
I was really tired around 7:18, so I was like, oh, should I go to sleep early or wake up early so I can play Cyberpunk? So I went to sleep for 3 hours, and I'm not sleeping, so we're gonna need to keep the whole night up. Well, lucky you, I guess.
It can't be understated how fucking awesome this moment is in Empire. It's like a neat pick, but it almost transcends being a neat pick as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
It's when Luke sees Boba leading Han Solo and a bunch of people past the hallway, and he backs away behind a little corner. And he pulls out his gun, and that sound, the removing from the holster, you see Boba move his head toward it, which I think is pretty fucking cool, because then they carry on moving, and as soon as Luke turns the second corner, Boba shoots at him, because he knows he's there. Like, Boba's competent in the Empire. He also does a lot of like, I don't understand how you could argue he's not important to the plot. He makes the entire last act happen.
If you continue to interrupt, I will end the story.
Okay.
Remember Slave One?
The Scorpion
Oh, I remember slaves. Wait, what?
Remember Mandalorian?
Mandalorians. Getting really unlucky, arguably the only why. Wait, what? Getting really unlucky is arguably the only why one should be able to take down a bounty hunter as good as Boba's supposed to be. Arguably, maybe.
I mean, possibly, but I feel like if you're gonna have someone go up against Boba Fett and win, they're gonna have to be pretty crafty.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to either be really good themselves, and no matter what happens, probably a good idea to show a struggle going down.
That's why I'm mostly okay with how Django dies, being it's Mace Windu and Django tries to use his jetpack, but it's broken.
The Scorpion assured the
Like,
Frog that he
to me,
would not
that's
sting him.
Django shouldn't be able to be beaten that easily, but in those specific circumstances, like, yeah, I'll let that happen.
It is Mace Windu, and his equipment is damaged, and it's not like he just. I mean, he does what you'd expect, yeah. Mace
Why would
Windu,
the
though.
Scorpion do that?
He was a Scorpion. It is his nature to do harm.
Remember Star Wars!
Remember Star
Your
Wars.
mother always spoke the truth.
Speaking of that, I get to edit number 6, so I can start that today, which I'm looking forward to. We got that's probably gonna be a well-paced episode. We run through a couple of funny comments, we highlight even more flaws we missed, and then the episode itself is quite something. And then we watch 2 videos at the end of it that are pretty funny.
Oh, someone brought up a good point. Yeah, Mace took on Palpatine and won. So
He did
yeah,
indeed.
Mace Windu is a he's
Formidable.
quite a formidable he's quite a formidable N-word.
I hope the show about Bounty Hunter becomes a show about bounty hunting at some point. Yeah, that would be nice.
No. That's what I was hoping for, but instead it's this fucking stupid idiot babysitting some stupid idiot.
Okay, there you go. Southern outpost.
I'm like, man, I was hoping this would be
Dwarven King?
like
Have you ever heard of
in my heart of hearts, I was hoping that maybe what we would get was like a season would be a job, a really big job. It would take a season to complete. All the preparation, all the information gathering, plans that are set up, and they go wrong, but they have to come up with a new plan, you know, all that kind of thing. And you would see all the intricacies that go into bounty hunting, which is going to be 90% hunting, and then 10% at the end is the action bit.
Yeah. Again, goddamn it. Shut up. Please use more Tism Jesse comments, Mala. That guy's a gold mine.
Oh, is Jesse in the comments? He hasn't even seen us respond to him yet.
Yeah.
Jesse? Oh, Jesse Collins. He's the person who is this.
He's not in chat.
Oh, I know
Speedy
who you're talking
Akon.
about. I know who
Speedy
you're talking
Akon just
about.
said use more Tism in the comments of him. Windu is another one of those competent characters we don't get anymore. Yeah. Did he beat Palpatine? I thought he was playing possum to get Anakin to go dark.
I bet the price of a bounty would be mostly based off of how much information the bounty hunter has to find them.
Yeah. I think Cosmic Variety Hours BVS is getting the same amount of dislikes as his prequels video. What is the plan for Baby Yoda? Does he have a goal, or is it just run away from the Empire? Bring him to Jedi, so training.
Yeah, kind of.
More training for the infant that can puke. I don't know. It's such a stupid story. No Rex, that makes too much sense.
Really.
Okay. I caught up the chat. Maybe you can actually play the game now.
Hey, Brock, you ever hear of a Dwarf King?
I suppose you're talking about Motsignir?
I think, isn't it like Mace Windu's the best sword dude, and then Yoda's the best force dude on the good
Built
team?
himself a castle just north of here.
Until Rey came along,
Dwarven
obviously.
Castle?
Obviously, yeah.
What's it like?
You got yourself a pair of eyes and legs, ain't you? Might want to stock up before you head that way, though. Old Motsignir's known for collecting all manner of killering creatures. Not sure who's looking after them now.
Hey Mulder, need a second editor. I'm not the best, but pretty competent. Says.
Actually, have 2 right now.
Oh.
Let's get to it.
You got anything for me, brother? Brother. I don't think.
On your mind, boy?
Oh, he has more. Oh wait, that's
What else?
dumb stuff.
Oh wow, Jesse Collins left a comment on episode 2 saying, "I can't complain this time. The episode sucks."
Oh,
It sucked
Well,
the first
consider me
one.
surprised.
Okay.
maybe my scolding
guess.
did something.
But for episode 3, he's taking a shot of blind mana for some reason.
Well,
This interesting case study of a person.
he's a wild
yeah.
card.
When we set up for episode 7, I'm gonna search exclusively for Jesse Collins in the comments. See how many we
We
can
have to see
pull.
what the fuck happens.
Oh shit. Oh. Man, that thing does a lot of damage now.
Oh, it looks like he was upset at us as well. We acted like mean girls in the Amazing Spider-Man debate, apparently.
Oh, I'm sorry you think that. Well, the people who we were apparently being horrible to, I mean, I think they were just adults.
Yeah.
And they didn't mind it.
We didn't have to baby gloves them at all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that was-
like, I just don't think you should by default people like they're super fragile.
yeah, because say for example, Rags says something stupid, we might all react like,
This
"What?"
is hypothetical, of course.
we would react probably a little the pitch would raise, be like, what do you mean? Versus someone who like is on the verge of tears and speaks with stutter and quietly saying something stupid, we go, okay,
Well, in tears all the time, you just say "fuck you" to me.
you're the exception.
Damn it.
Point being,
Yeah, I know
you
what
know,
you mean.
debate and conversation can be like a verbal boxing match, and it's
Yeah.
nice to be able to actually just be free flow instead of. Ooh.
Reading the room, social competence. It's
And they were really happy
nice
with
to
that.
have.
Debate, like by the end of it, everyone's really chill and just like, yeah, so
Yeah.
floobly floobly.
What happened to these people?
Follow the clues.
Okay. Well, scorch marks. They're all grouped together. So maybe they were hiding from some kind of fire breather.
Raximal are entertaining, but they're not good
They
debaters.
died anyways.
We're very. I don't know.
I'll
if I'm
de- I'll
very
debate-
good debating.
They'd probably debate you on that.
I don't know if I'm a good debater, but I don't think I'm a bad one.
Yeah.
If it's stuff that I have information for, I think I'm pretty damn good. If it's
Yeah,
something that I
yeah.
like know my material for, like if
Well, I
like
find that
Mando,
we're,
Mando and the Spider-Man stuff, like we just watched it, it was pretty fresh. We had the information.
I consider us pretty good at what we do. I'm especially confident because of the fact that we've both got a similar history for why. Like we're both very familiar with debate formats, and let's call them sneaky little tricks and stuff with how people word things, and not necessarily that they do it on purpose,
You
but
just pay attention
spotting
to what people
as
say.
soon as they start their argument, spotting where the flaw is.
Boy,
And I think the big
Boy.
thing is always like, I think a lot of people are obsessed with let people finish their
Where's the
point, but
dwarf
it's
king?
like if you have a premise
of
that we
mankind.
disagree on, you
Sounds
can't
like he
finish your
wasn't a very
point. We
good
have
king.
to hash that
I
out
wonder why
first.
they
Yeah,
hated
too-
him so much.
No, you
to
have to
count-
let them talk for 5 minutes, even though everything they
Yeah,
say is
that's-
built off of a premise that is
I'm
incorrect.
curious.
Like I'm not
curiosity is
interested in a
dangerous,
debate
boy.
where one
Stay
person talks for
focused.
5 minutes and then one person talks for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
fuck them.
stupid.
I'm not
What does
doing
it
that
say?
shit. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Fuck that with a rusty nail.
I've only ever considered those to be unproductive.
I mean, people leave comments to this day saying that that's the format we should be doing. And I'm like, where have
No.
you been? We're never doing that format.
That's yeah.
It is the worst format. If I think
It
somebody
means
says something wrong, I
hunted
want to
death.
immediately get them on it. Like I don't
Well,
want to.
Do you see the newest Destiny debate where he's talking to that like guy who's raging?
Yeah, yeah.
The guy's first set of statements, Desi writes down 6 things he wants to say. He starts on 1, then the guy responds with another 3 things. It's like, Jesus Christ, how is this conversation?
Is this the mental illness one?
No, this is the it's I don't even know how to describe it. It's a guy who's really pissed off about Borsch's existence.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You're the reason
that we have people like Vosh," but
well, the thing is he kept saying to Destiny, it's like, "Oh, what you do doesn't matter, but you influence people." It's like, pick one. Does it matter or not? And he kept repeating himself. He'd never like address it specifically. You know, if that were me,
to make a bit more sense for Rise, right? He wanted to simultaneously say everything you do is worthless and no one cares about it, at the same time as you influence people to do bad things.
Yeah, and you have to pick one. You can't be both.
And the guy like legit couldn't see. Like he wanted those 2 positions forever. He was like, "No, you're worthless and pathetic and pointless. Also, you're a really bad person for the things you have people do." Like.
And I feel like he's gotten a lot more patient as well.
Well, if you saw at the end of the video, he explains like that was very deliberate with that debate. Apparently, he said that he knew that guy's whole thing is when he debates someone, he makes a video and he snips all of their most angriest parts. So he was like, if I just stay calm throughout the whole thing, he can't snip me.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, so this is the thing, like bringing up, Rags. This is from. It was in Metal's chat. Like, we laugh at them or we interrupt them. It's like I can justify both of them hardcore if you want me to. I will laugh at an argument if I think it's really bad. It's often not even something I can control.
Mm-hmm. Baxter continued the gift set they got from Entities. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
When you tell me that Rags and I are thinking way too smart for a scientist, I'll be like, okay, we got our standards are pretty low for a scientist apparently.
We can beach over here.
Yeah, that's like when I watch Mando do something stupid, it's like would expect him to be better than me at coming up with these solutions.
There's a difference between gish galloping and letting someone finish their thought. Yeah, you don't understand. If someone's thought begins with, right, so Earth is a moon, and by you're like, no, Earth is not a moon. Like, let me finish what I was going to say. So Earth is a moon, and that means that when we talk about what, things are planets, Earth doesn't count. Like, okay, so interrupting you was just worthwhile because the rest of that was pointless.
I watched a debate yesterday. One of my guilty pleasures is watching like flat Earth debates. And my favorite debater for that is a guy named MC Toon. Small channel, but I really like watching him. And I was watching one of his old debates against Joey Rocha, I think, about flat Earth and everything like that. And Joey is this flat earther guy, and he was asking, "Oh well, so does the Earth rotate? Have we measured, how fast the Earth rotates?" And MC said, "Yeah, we have measured the rotation of the Earth." And he said, "Oh yeah, well how fast does it rotate?" And MC Toon says, "Well, it rotates at 15 degrees an hour, something like that. Whatever. 15 degrees per hour, I think, is what the Earth rotates at." And Joey said, no, the speed of the rotation. Because MC Toon tried his heart out to explain to this idiot flat earther who knows nothing about anything.
You want miles per hour?
Rotation is not he wanted a mile per hour measurement of rotation. He could not accept nor grasp that rotation is not measured in speed. It's measured in degrees per hour, or at least degrees. And he could not understand. He couldn't grasp it. Idiots are out there. They are the big real.
The big real? Alright, annihilated that guy. Stupid phone calls, battle is on. I know, right? Just tell them I'm on. And let them subscribe to my channel. That's how it works, right?
And yeah, by the way, this goes both ways. If I try to characterize their argument and then point out a flaw in it, and I open and I make a statement that they don't agree with, then yeah, they should interrupt me. I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I really hate this obsession with "let me finish." Like, no, I'm not. I don't care. I don't care. bugs me when people are like, "Let me finish." It's like, no, I don't. You gotta stop. Like, what you say afterwards is not gonna clarify your point here.
Where's that?
And all people are highlighting is just, yeah, we don't all occupy the same brain, so we have different words to use and different meanings behind the words, and that's the whole fucking point, is that we're trying to figure out the definitions and then whether or not things follow.
And it's funny, because a lot of people think you're being pedantic. It's like, nah, trust me, this is
This is
really
literally
important.
key work you have to do. This is the important part.
Well, no, because what a debate is two people sharing their opinion, and we're not trying to reach any middle ground, or like, not middle ground, actually, no, fuck middle ground, that's not, no. We're trying to figure out what's right, whether or not that's middle ground, or mostly one person, or mostly the other.
Well, that was easier.
We are done here.
We are
Like,
done
I'm
here.
not, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people think a debate is like, just about expressing your opinion, but it's like, no, we can...
No, that's talking to yourself
trying to
alone
get
in the
somewhere.
bathroom.
Right.
Yeah, EFAP was already supposed to be a response to that shit, where people are like, I really liked the new Mando episode. I didn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I was like, yeah, fuck that. If that's all you want, you can leave now. That's that part of the debate over. Next part.
Metal, when new Twitch guidelines on sexual harassment, making lewd or explicit comments about anyone's sexuality or physical appearance is prohibited. Okay.
People can say all of the positive sexual comments they want about me.
So we can't say you're hot anymore. That's how the comment ended.
Is that not allowed?
Huh?
Because at Twitch we simultaneously will give preferential treatment to
link
women
to
who
this?
let their boobs hang half out. However, don't you dare say they're hot.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, I
like,
got an
that's
email
real-
even with like an update.
Oh, okay.
Like the email just has a link to the blog post.
1 hour ago.
Why do they
Twitch is
send me to the
rolling out
German page? Fuck off.
Uh,
Dude, this is fucking
Okay.
long. What the hell? Are you mad?
so here are the punishable offenses detailed in a little list. Claiming that the victim of a well-documented violent tragedy is a crisis actor or is lying. Encouraging others.
You have to
Yeah,
believe. It's
yeah,
like it's
that's-
literally the rule is you have to believe them.
Mm-hmm.
What does well-documented mean?
Yeah,
I guess if a source that Twitch at whatever time they feel like to them in that moment is good enough for them, they can cite that as a reason to get rid of you.
What's the
Okay, so
university?
encouraging
Blah,
others to
blah.
DDoS, hack, dox, or SWAT. Okay, yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
Wait, what are
Probably
wait? What are
should be
you?
allowed to do that.
What are you reading out now?
So there's an article from Rock Paper Shotgun where they just put a big list of things from the policy.
Oh,
Of
I
specific
just
examples.
have their post here. So
So
much to
the
read.
emotes are an important.
Anyway, go
So
ahead.
they say that certain emote combinations, even without additional text used in chat, depending on like how they're read, or
And for emotes.
and the Confederate flag is prohibited as of
The
historic association with
history.
slavery and white
you
supremacy.
can't. Oh, okay.
What? So
guess the-
like
The Confederate flag is prohibited from Twitch.
So it's on the same level as the Nazi flag now.
Sounds like it, at least.
Confederates owned slave.
yeah, I
No,
guess
a
so.
group of people in the past owned slaves. Therefore, their flag is now banned. So, like, I don't know about any of y'all who know anything about history.
It should
but
be all
We have
flags.
to ban. Yeah, we have to ban basically all flags. What about the American flag?
Yeah.
So the American flag should be
And the
banned.
British flag.
And the
Come on,
British
man,
flag,
the American
and
flag.
the Indian flag, and the Chinese flag. All of these like, it's this picking and choosing based off of no criteria.
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine my
like
shock.
obviously I'm not a big fan of the Confederacy.
Yeah,
but,
me
like,
neither. But
I
I'm
don't
like,
think that
come
the flag-
on.
I don't think it should be banned. Come on, yeah.
Like, I live in
oh,
Arkansas.
here we go,
got
here
black
we go.
people who run around in pickup trucks with a Confederate flag on the back. Like, a lot of people here don't even think to associate that with slavery.
Yeah,
it's just a
I get
part
the
of
impression that
history.
a lot of people it's just southern pride or whatever you want to call
Like,
it.
that's why you
right?
get all those bumper stickers with a Confederate flag on it that says "History, not hate."
Oh, okay.
Right.
Like, it's just a thing. But I mean, this is how you perpetuate the supposed hatred of it, is to assume that it is a hate symbol, and then to ratify that in your little rule set.
Here we go. Here we go. So this is now we're getting to the good stuff. Repeatedly commenting on someone's perceived attraction in what you believe to be a positive or complimentary manner is prohibited if there's an indication that it's unwelcome.
Okay.
First off, if you are not welcoming to positive comments about your appearance and attractiveness, okay,
you're weird to me.
Weird person.
I don't
know. Their qualifier is, i.e., if you've been, like, if it's been indicated it's unwelcome, i.e., you've been asked to stop, timed out, or channel banned. Wait, so does that mean that if they do that to you, then you get banned forever from Twitch?
Twitch? Well, why not just ban from that person's chat? If
yeah,
someone in
surely
chat
if
tells
they don't
me
want them
over
to
and
do
over
it.
that I am super hot and they want to fucking stuff my cornhole, then I'm like, all right, go on.
Guys, you know the Darksabers apparently it sucks light.
Wait, what?
It doesn't.
So it's a mini black hole that sucks in the light spectrum, which is why that is so edgy.
So it was like, it's pretty in the comment section. They're like, instead of emitting light, it absorbs it, causing the black blade. So I find it refreshingly unique as a weapon.
It absorbs light. That is some fucking Sonic OC shit from DeviantArt.
Oh right.
Y'all
Did
people.
you?
I don't even know how that works.
Did you see Odin's edgy to hedgy he drew?
No, I haven't.
Well,
just scroll up in the group here a little bit. You'll see it.
Oh my goodness gracious! He's got a red lightsaber and a dark saber.
Yeah.
And he's got his EFAT boots. Does his boot have a gun on it? Oh my god!
Why doesn't he have knee rockets?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he needs knee rockets.
I'd stuff Rags' cornhole. Yeah, there you go.
That is. Oh, you're banned now.
This conversation is being. Well, I never said I don't welcome that. So. Metal, you're sexy as fuck. Ban me. No. Continue. Say it more.
Also, Jesse's currently in the comment section annoyed that people are doing prequel memes and getting upvotes for it.
Prequel memes are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Prequel memes are better than the prequels.
He's also responded to someone pointing out that like they're really sad that the Stormtroopers are so terrible, and he's like, they were still beaten by teddy bears. like the response.
This is one of our problems.
This is what I mean. It's like, oh, it's consistent with that, or it's just as bad as Return of the Jedi. It's like, Return of the Jedi has loads of writing problems. Why are you citing that?
This is life, boy.
Boy. Way too much Mootle horny going on. Also, 1 second. There's some more dialogue I want to hear.
Port.
Oh, the boat's left.
Correct.
Oh, that was it? That
Say what?
Wasn't that much.
Oh, Jesse Collins wants us to speak to Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers.
Why? I mean, if Jeremy wants to talk, sure, but I don't have any particular interest.
I don't know what would.
I'm fine with it, but all he would do is just explain why the episodes are terrible.
Yeah, he's going to talk about how it made him feel, which is fine, but
not what we're after.
Yeah, he'll say, I saw Boba Fett and I saw Slave One, and then I clapped, and that will be that. You know,
and then we'll explain how the choreography doesn't make any sense. Then he will say, is it really important if that matches up? And I'll be like, I don't know, I guess the throne room fight is really good, right?
And then we'll say, oh yeah, like all the tactics and all the information doesn't matter, and every character is an idiot, and we'll just use literally all of the reasons we used to describe why TLJ and the Rise of Skywalker is terrible, and we'll just apply it to Mando.
And you know what? Being like, he only forgot the jetpack. It's not like it was blooped out of existence by the editing. And it's like, yeah, that's weird. So at least Rey didn't have the knife to use it, or the other guy didn't, because the editing is so hilarious. Mando actually had the jetpack on the floor and just didn't grab it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just... Ooh, they were really, really not trying with that episode. Remember Star Wars.
Stairways.
Next season's gonna have General Grievous.
Oh my goodness gracious! Remember General Grievous? He's alive. He actually survived.
He survived, yeah. Some robot picked him up and helped him out.
And then once the Kenobi series is in full-fledged, we'll have an episode where Kenobi and Grievous meet once again, and he says, General Kenobi. and then they subvert us. Kenobi goes, hello there, and he gets cut off by someone going, hey.
Oh my god.
Like, oh, you almost said the thing. It's a good reference.
Oh, speaking of saying the thing, I saw Spider-Verse yesterday.
Neat.
What
It
you
was
think?
very good.
Yeah, correct opinion.
I enjoyed it a great deal.
Nice.
Spider Pig. Spider Pig.
You're just a bunch of logic mongers wanting consistency, intelligent writing. You just enjoy the
I would
adequate
be-
visuals.
I would
Manga.
love to be called a logic monger.
That sounds great.
Yeah, that.
You're onto something
Sounds
with
like
that, Odin.
Sounds like an... I'd fucking name an
super
MMO
villain.
character that with pride.
Gabri, thanks for the gifted soup.
I'll happily be a logic monger.
But Rags was cool.
With cool. It
will
was cool
say-
the way that Boba Fett hit the stormtrooper with his club and then he died.
Probably one of the coolest things in Mandalorian is just Slave One being there, you know? It just being there is...
Just the existence of that ship.
The
that I
writing is
remember
getting
from
so
that
good.
movie.
I creep my pants 20 times. I'm waiting for Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru to come back. How do we really know the burnt corpses were actually theirs? Is that Spider-Man? You get wrecked! Did you clap when Spider-Man showed up on shot up on screen? Probably.
Rags, is it your favorite animated movie now? No. I would still probably say that. It's definitely up there though. I'm not ready to jump and say it's my favorite animated movie, which would
I
probably
rate Wally
be.
higher myself.
Yeah, Wally is. I think Wally's better. It's definitely very, very high up there. I'm not. I'm not ready to say it's my favorite.
I want a whip, but it's a lightsaber.
Objectively, at least. When it comes to objectively, no, it's
So
definitely
cute.
not.
So cool, right?
I see something over there.
I'm really curious about what Drinker's going to say about Mandalorian once he's done the season, because the fandom menace are quite in love with it, but at the same time, I've like talked to him a little bit about how fucking dumb the writing is. So, how do you reckon? It's probably going to say like, it's not malicious. That's something you could probably say about it.
I would say that, yeah. They're not like they're not going out of their way to ruin beloved characters. They're doing the opposite. They're relying on your love of characters to carry the show.
Yeah.
Boy, come here, I need to throw you up this thing, I think. Oh, wait, no, I do. I need to throw him somewhere else? I don't know. The Stormtrooper armor only really makes sense if it's actually made of plastic in universe. And even then it doesn't explain it's being paralyzed by laser fire. Yeah, it's
dumb,
just
and
it's just a
always been
uniform
one of-
now. It's,
Yeah, it is a uniform. It has always been one of my big problems with Star Wars is that the armor clearly doesn't protect you. Like we have it now where you could get hit by a stick or a club and your armor just like shatters like plastic.
right, yeah.
And you're like, well, so it's not armor. It's just a Halloween costume. It doesn't protect you. It is counterproductive because it is bright white in environments that are often not bright white. It is probably very uncomfortable to see through because the helmet has always been kind of goofy looking in terms of how you'd look through the sights of the gun and stuff like that. But like, ugh. At least if it protected them and stuff, you know, if it had like rebreathers inside of them and like infrared cameras and like equipment you give to a soldier, kind of, you know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Or like something.
Get Ryan Kennel and Efab to trash Mando with you.
He's like the one in the fandom menace who hates it, right? He's like the ugly one.
This dragon dragon is
Oh, so he's right.
He's right for his feelings.
Correct.
Oh shit! Ow! Dodged it. What a nerd. Oh my god. So many times on the Mother subreddit I heard people defend the show by saying at least not spitting in the fans' faces like the Disney sequels. When did our bar for good quality gonna become so low? It's because there's so much shitty media, that's why. People are just trying to cling onto something that's like decent-ish. Looks nice. Makes them do the good feels. And seeing Boba Fett does give you the good feels if you're a big old fan of the Wars of the Stars. But then there's like media like Wonder Woman where I just don't understand how this is supposed to be good. I don't know if that's actually an actual hot take, but that movie is fucking garbage.
I hope it's not a hot take because yeah, we watch. I guess there's not that. Don't take this wrong. There's not that many people here relatively to our whole, thing. So I think it's alright to say that yeah, we watched Wonder Woman and it was.
Yeah. And we talked about yesterday about it already here, so.
I mean, I've always said it was middle of the road. Now I just think it's really bad.
I think it's really bad. It was a boring, subjectively, it was a boring slog of a movie. It is so poorly paced. You're like, fucking get on with it.
It's slow.
Very slow, yeah. You get desperate for things to happen.
And then when things do happen, it's just like, what the hell is going on? And Wonder Woman's so, like, dumb in that movie.
I think they're gonna like our coverage of it, hopefully. It's quite amusing.
Yeah.
Ow. Running C was way worse, not a defense, but at least Mano doesn't have riders that are literally fighting each other. I do wonder, they probably don't even really talk to each other at all. I saw a tweet that Robert Rodriguez saw the script and was like, this is barely a script, I just have to put action scenes everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that ready for us to check out on the next recording.
Yeah. That was funny to read for me. I was like, wow, even was he director?
Well,
I guess
he's still the one. I would say the biggest problem with that episode was the fucking action. So
yeah, so he's still accountable.
Mother had a story about 3 chained dragons in Midgard.
Well, I guess I wonder. I mean, I should probably wait until we cover it before they talk about it.
yeah, it makes no sense.
No, it's just funny.
Guard your emotions, boy. Your enemies will not hesitate to use them against you.
Yes, sir.
Right, them seals. I think there's one like right below him, if I remember correctly. Oh no, that's the. Oh, hang on. I think I didn't level up my skills at all on my first playthrough. I don't remember the skills dealing that much damage, or the runic attacks, or whatever you want to call them. It's about love, guys. Love is gay. Difficulty are you playing on? I'm playing on hard. Big old Hardenheim. Where have I gone? I think, yeah, I haven't gone that way yet. I hate this metal.
Guess this actually was a pretty big setting.
3 people.
Triple.
Triple. Ow. P3. You can't say gay, it's ableist. Some people can't gay. Can't gay, you know.
Oh.
I'm sorry they can't gay.
I would say that the I don't know. If you you ain't gay yet.
You ain't
We'll
gay
make it-
yet.
You just haven't found an asshole you really like enough. Oh yeah, an asshole and a girl, that's fine. Oh, once it's on a guy.
Oh, there was like, I don't know which comedian it was. I did like there was like, he did like comments like, I've only played with one penis so far. I've liked it.
That means you're gay.
Oh man.
Oh no. Pretty sure that Civil War is better than all the DCEU movies. Yeah. I think so.
I mean, Joker is the best one, and it's not even
part of the
it.
DCEU.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
That was their weird experiment movie.
Panned out really well. I do find it frustrating that people keep, because I mean, what DC should do is just reset, just start over,
And do their own thing.
Well, I
Don't
like,
do Marvel
if I were in
2.0
charge-
in very
if I were in
bad.
charge, yeah, I feel like I'd just cancel everything and say, all right, you got like a few years to just map something out, and then we'll try again in like a few years. Give us everybody some time to forget, and I mean scrap everything. We're not keeping the same actors. We need to make it clear that this is not like in that universe.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they actually had some good world building, fleshed out their characters?
I mean,
And-
the
and
world
then-
building is ruined completely. Like even more so than fucking MCU.
Yeah, where I'm going with this is though, they flesh out all the characters, do their own thing. It's decent to great, whatever, and Marvel does their end game, and then they basically go, "Oh, it's our turn now. Now we do our big story thingy," like right after. Would that be a smart thing for them to do, or would that be more of a thing like, "Oh, we just did this. We don't really want to see the next one. We just had the big comic hero thingy. I don't really care for another one." But then again, the fan bases are split anyways, so I don't know. I wonder. I exploded the boy. Wow, he blocked it. What a beast. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Blind Man is only good when you compare it to shit.
Wow.
I mean,
that
yeah,
opinion's
it's still
only
good then.
when you compare it to shit.
It's really good
Why
then.
do people be so wrong about?
Nah.
Can't take
This
it.
should be easy to solve now.
Oh boy, that was getting read on fucking next episode. I don't even want to read it yet.
So excited.
Oh, shit. That's the one we had already. That's away. Nope. Nope. There we go. That's numero uno. No, stop. Look at the other one. Ree. This is this one. Oh, upside down. There we go. Hmm? Oh, it's this one upside down, maybe. Well, then I guess they're both upside down.
What do they say, boy?
Yeah.
True. It means to believe or to have faith in. So they still have
Thoughts on
faith in
MCU
the king?
Spider-Man 3? Sounds like a big old mess. I don't know.
It's. I'm a little concerned.
Despite
Yeah.
his failures.
Fan service. That seems to be what the movie's subtitle should be.
Metal Big Brain. I try sometimes. Lighter alloy. Sigil of the Axe. Increases damage of all axe throws by 6%. That's probably not a lot of damage, to be honest.
Boy,
Boy.
Yes, sir. Interesting.
Thor 3 is a garbage movie. Which one is Thor 3? Is it
Ragnarok? No,
is
no.
is Thor 3 Ragnarok? I have no idea.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, that's not true.
is. Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's like 1, 2, 3, and then Ragnarok. I just lose track of all these things. You're on just chatting, so show feeds. Oh, did I not change the fucking... Oh my god. I forgot to change the thing. Thank you. Shit. Wait, where can I do it on the dashboard? Where's there not a... Really? Okay. 1 second. Back to Twitch. Channel. No, I want to change it, you dingus. No, I want to change it, you dingus. God of boy. There we go. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot to change the tisms. You're just an echo chamber of logic, wanting amplify and spread it to the masses who just want to see the pretty lights and callbacks. Let them enjoy the sparkles. No, Odin, stop it. Oh shit, they did explode eagle arms. Shows me when the boys are getting praised for beautifully constructed, incredibly consistent show like Blind Manor is getting shafted. Yeah, it's insane.
It's pretty frustrating.
Look here.
What I'm saying is true. No, Gosler, stop it!
It's Dobby. Mother liked her.
What you're saying is clear sexual harassment.
And all the animals she hunted.
Sexual harassment.
And the last panel. Her father again. Both of them.
What are the other fappers doing right now? I'm guessing. Oh, Jesus. Money! Yay! I like money.
Stop liking money.
No, I love it. Give me more money.
Put the
Anon
money
E.
down.
Moose, thanks for the €5. Quick, no time to explain. Rate all the Halo campaigns from best to worst. I haven't played all the Halo campaigns, so Fringy.
Man.
Correct. Mauler.
Well, so I've only played 3 Reach and a bit of ODST. I think that's my entirety of Halo. So, I guess I don't even remember which one I liked the most. So yeah,
I'm the same. I'm pretty indifferent about Halo. I play through them. It's like, oh, that was fun, and then I forget about them because I'm terrible.
The problem is I'm like trying to think whether I want to rank them by story or by gameplay. Because by story and gameplay are different. If it's gameplay, it's probably 3 Reach, 1 ODST, and then 2 at the bottom. Unfortunately.
You'd put Halo 2 at the bottom.
That's interesting.
Wait, sorry. Did I say story or gameplay?
I forgot.
Sorry.
Gameplay.
Oh, yeah, I screwed up. Sorry. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do it. So story would be 2. Story would be 2 at the top. And then ODST, I think. And then 3 and then 1, but it's really close between them, and it's really close between all of them, and then Reach is last. Yeah, I need to think about it, actually. This is not my definitive statement of the campaigns.
So we did work with this as an emergency. Mumblo, play Halo 2 now. Do it.
We're gonna get around to it. We will.
Nice.
Like we finally did all of Resident Evil. That is done now, and it'll be coming to theaters near you.
Oh my god.
Oh well, I mean the movies, not the games.
Yeah. No, Metal, you have too much money. Put it down. Or better yet, give it to me. I don't have too much money. I wish I would have. Then I wouldn't need to work anymore. I could just stream all day.
You can't do that.
I know, right? An argument with a P. Go ahead.
I do think I'll bow out, though, to do that work I was planning on doing before I started watching Mando Episode 3. But,
why can't you work while in a call? What's wrong with you? That's what I've been doing for the past hour.
Writing while in a call?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Like, maybe you can concentrate on,
Well, what happens is people have to call my name and then I'll respond to them.
Oh yeah, Mario's just silent for sometimes 1.5 hours while I play games on stream. And they just say, Bablo! And it's like, hmm? An argument with a peer about the release, the Snyder Cut. He says that giving fans what they want is bad because it limits creative freedom and hardly anyone is interested. Thoughts? Wait.
That's retarded.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I'll tell you what fans want. They want a story that makes fucking sense, okay?
Well, yeah. If a dwarf built it, they must have been
A lot of the time fans don't even know what they want. And you can't please all fans. So there's so many things to this.
Yeah, it's
that
like
ruin that.
lots of factors. Metal's rich?
Like-
I fucking wish.
The example everyone always brings up is the Vader scene at the end of Rogue One. It's like, is it fan service? Like, I mean, sure, but like, how do we categorize this when it also makes sense? Do we just say that everything is fan service at this point? Because that's what the Star Wars movies are. They're not created. They're clearly not created because someone has a story to tell.
Mumbo Yumbo Wumbo Combo. Yes.
Remember Boba Fett?
Remember Boba Fett? Oh, did you guys hear about the racism shit show of the Monster Hunter movie? What have they done now? What's happening? Go on.
I think the film has been banned in China.
Oh no! What a shame.
Because what? There's a black person in it, or?
Oh wait, don't they do like a Chinese joke or something, and now it's banned in China?
Let's see.
I think something along those lines. I think I saw that.
There's a scene where, so the guy, there's a Chinese character in the film, and he
Oh man, must be a really good joke.
Oh, no. He points to his legs and says, "What kind of knees are these? Chinese." And apparently that was enough to get it banned.
Wow, but that's funny. That's not an anti-Chinese joke.
Oh, Julius
just a
told
play
me that.
on
Okay.
words.
I feel like there's a better joke in there, but I'm cool with it anyway.
What kind of knees are these?
Chinese. So simple, but I love it. For Mootle to be rich, he needs more subs. Not hinting people should do that. Definitely not.
So I think the idea will be that they're gonna cut that line from the film to get
God damn.
Dude, come on. Like, come on.
All it makes the Chinese come across is that they're super sensitive and insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it says in the article that there's a prominent Chinese film critic who was confused that the film was taken out of theaters because of 2 lines. Like, and he said, "Why was the movie pulled? Because we are not confident about our culture." He asked. It's like, well, it looked bad. Let's put it that way. Like,
We'll see.
but I mean, it's going to become like more of a prominent thing because like China is quickly growing to become the biggest film market. Films want to make money, they got to be able to release in China.
Yumbo combo.
I'm pretty sure that was like Transformers 4 specifically. They set the end of that movie in Hong Kong because they wanted to do well in China, and it did very well in China. I think it made half its money there.
Molly, you want to kill us? Mumblo, why wouldn't you want to kill us?
What?
I just read the Christmas movie thingy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'll see how long I last. I have a whole workday before that. But I'm down. I'll probably get some dranks.
I mean, I'm thinking maybe we sacrifice one of the movies in order to do it. Because I don't think we can edit them all by Christmas anyway, so we can just save one for next year. Probably Home Alone. Because I really want to see Batman and Robin right now.
I want to see Batman and Robin, yeah.
Okay, where's that last... Oh, probably this way then. I think. Okay. Wumbo Combo, Tumbo Wumbo, Gong Gum Manbo. Well, stop checking your Instagram likes. No. I've never understood a massive praise for Halo. They all just seem like generic first-person shooters.
Nope, shut up.
Okay, well, there you go. So we're getting EFAP Xmas carols, yay or nay? I have tisms in my bum bum, fa la 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 la. There's one. That's 100% more than you got from everyone else. So there you go. Okay, where's that last fucking seal? The Drugan seal. Dishonor on your family, dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Kick J has been redeemed. Julius, do you know that? Oh, right, you do. Nice.
You know what? I'm gonna do a Crash Bandicoot video.
That was random. Okay.
I think I mentioned it to Maul the other day as I was trying to figure out what I want to talk about next.
Yeah.
But that means I need to play it again. Oh no, anything but that.
Oh, the new one. I still haven't played that.
I like it a lot.
Can someone give me like infinite money so I can buy all the games and then I can play them and also don't have to work so I have more time to play them? This sucks. I fucking hate work.
Something late stage capitalism something. give money. What was that Elon Musk thing where it was Karl Marx and the quote was "give money"? I see if I can find it. I'm choking here.
But I trade jobs with you. Oh, you want to do IT?
This is it. All right.
At least you get to work from home and don't have to do overtime. I did overtime today.
Hungry Santa.
Hungry Santa. Oh my god! Just showed it on stream. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Wait, okay. Give me that for free. Hungry Santa.
It's fucking great.
There you go. Oh, New Jack is over 100 bits. Just get a promotion? No. Wow, Julius, kick J. Do it. Oh, then the story. What does Halo offer that other first-person shooters don't?
In terms of story, name one story that's like Halo.
Other than story.
So, this isn't necessarily a defensive Halo so much as it is a defensive video game mechanics, in the sense that it's not often single things, it's how everything goes together. In terms of vehicles, weapon balance, equipment, movement, map design. It's all a mix. And it all meshes together.
Halo's got a really good, especially just. I think the easiest way to look at it is just like the enemy faction of the Covenant in terms of like the amount of ways that you can play against them. Really impressive. Really good. Oh, I guess.
So Rudy just donated $250. This is a lot of money for some people. That's MVP donation comment of all time so far. That's fucking amazing. It was $3 US. Yeah, I gotcha.
You know,
good
like,
shit.
Boogie. I watched a video yesterday that was talking about hipsters and why people don't like them. And one of the things I was basically he'd received a question from a guy who said like, I live with a hipster, and every time I talk to him, like you get the feeling that he's scared shitless. Like he's completely, like everything that he would say is totally warped depending on the environment that he's in or the people he's surrounded by.
Interesting.
And like that's Boogie.
Oh.
Boogie is so shit scared of like offending people or pissing anybody off that he doesn't have any positions.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Like people call him a fence sitter. I don't think he's that. I don't think he has any perspective at all. Like I don't think that he is
He is a reed blowing in the wind.
Yeah. I don't think he's like, oh, I'm an enlightened centrist or anything like that. I think that's giving him too much credit. I don't think he has any perspective on anything at all. It's funny because I'm always just shitting on Boogie, and like a lot of people are probably like, "Why do you hate him so much?" It's like, I don't hate him. I just fucking annoys me.
Yeah,
that's all.
Karl Marx versus Bilbo Baggins and Mihai Csikszentmihalyi for best EFAB philosopher. Ooh. Damn. I mean, I think Bilbo Baggins is pretty high up there. I think I go with Bilbo Baggins myself. What about the rest of the crew?
None of your fucking business.
Wow, well, I'm sorry, Captain Lol, you'll never know. Karl Marx versus Bilbo Baggins and Mihai Cheek sent Mihai for best EFAP philosopher. See, I tried, but no one is answering.
You failed.
Oh, $3. There was a recent EFAP reference with Boogie and Dankulatisms. Oh, yeah, right, we did show that there. I remember.
I remember.
Don't worry, Fringy, he deserves it. Metal is your favorite Batman, mine's Batfleck. Who's my favorite one? I don't know.
Dragons and other monsters for him?
Obviously George Clooney.
King, huh?
Yeah, he's the best.
Jorge. Yeah, he's pretty good. Are you gonna leave Hiddle fucking hell. Hiddle subtleties out of the fight? That's a good one too. Ruby Rose, of course. Dun, 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 dun. Lego Batman. Oh wait, I think I missed a resource drop up here. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, come out of there. Fucking boy just pushed me away. What a beast. When does Batwoman Season 2 start anyway? It's in January, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn, I'm excited. Oh my god, you get annihilated right away. Huh?
You said no, but you said it like I do.
Well,
that's my gimmick.
Yeah, well, I was reading out chat, so I'm just quoting.
Well, then whoever did it in chat, that's my gimmick,
It's
right?
gimmick infringement. You should sue them.
Gimmick infringement. Oh, there's a troll behind that, isn't it? There's some big in here.
You may want to see this. Looks like that lever over there will free him.
He will attack.
I know, but it feels wrong to keep something caged like this.
Your emotions again, boy.
You can't hear their thoughts. I can.
Ignore them and ready yourself.
Okay.
Well, time to fight the big boy.
Spoilers for a 3-year-old game that I own and haven't played yet.
Oh no.
I'm never gonna play God of War. I can see it. I can already see it. I've had the game for so long.
Oh my god. That's some insane damage. Fuck. Oh, cheers. Oh my god. No, the fire! Boy feels sorry for Thing and Cage. Also, boy immediately fires upon a Thing once released. Feels strongly stuff in Cage. Also, let's kill it. Yeah, I don't think the boys thinking is
Actions and character.
Hey, Mootle and Fruins, any game recommendations that are on Steam?
Any game recommendations that are on Steam?
That's a lot.
One or two?
Yeah.
Hollow
It
Knight.
depends what you like to play.
It's really good.
7 Days to Die, Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Not Rebirth. Don't.
Apex Legends, Assassin's Creed Origins,
Divinity:
BioShock.
Original Sin 1 and 2.
BioShock 2. Let's see.
I was looking at things that I've installed.
Cliff Empire. Cuphead.
Yeah.
Darkwood.
Deus Ex, all of them. Well, yeah, all of them.
Dead Space. Dead Space 2.
I think
They're
Dead Space
actually-
3.
Death Road to Canada.
There are people defending the charging scene in the comments.
Oh no. Devil
All of-
Daggers. Deus Ex
all of
Human
his-
Revolution. Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
All of his vital organs were covered in armor.
That's
Yeah,
not
but he
true.
still wasn't injured anywhere else.
Your
I
your
didn't-
neck
I
is
didn't
not covered in
realize
armor.
I didn't realize that your large and small intestine were not vital organs, but alright.
All of his vital. You know what? If I was Mando, I would have been like, you know what? Skip the shoulder pads. I need you to extend to this breastplate so that it covers all of my important
shoulder
bits.
pads aren't super important by comparison.
Yeah, they're not actually that important. Let me get my fucking picture. It always comes up. Let me get my fucking picture of all of Mando's uncovered parts, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
There's people saying it was too far to throw it. I don't think they know how throwing works.
Yeah, that
Well,
was.
too far to
Nintendo
throw
is
it.
incredibly weak, then maybe
They're
I-
tiny though.
It wasn't
Yeah,
that
no.
far. You could throw stuff way fucking further than that.
You could have thrown that shit like 50 yards.
And it's tiny.
It was like
Yeah.
10 yards.
Yeah, you could. It's basically like a little rock, and you could fucking chuck that thing.
And besides, you know, the stormtroopers don't even know what
Wait,
grenades
what?
are. You'd be fine.
Clearly,
What is the beast thinking now?
Damn.
Well, nothing. But he was grateful to
they were
die
probably just happy they were
Lodge.
hitting
instead of
something.
rotting in a cage.
Your skill is improving.
The
You
one
fought well,
time
Atreus.
the one thing stormtroopers can hit constantly, and it's the one thing in this universe that's bulletproof armor or blaster-proof armor. That must be demoralizing.
And if you're going to play Cyberpunk 2077, well, I heard that 2 people of us already have the game, and I guess I'll pick it up soon-ish.
I mean, yeah, I've got it.
I mean, I wanted to
will.
play it as soon as I know if it's any good. So because
Yeah,
I never
I'll-
had a big wasn't really invested in the game like anyone else.
Me neither.
So, for me, it
Which
was
is-
just
some people
like-
that may look at you like you're weird or something. Like I just don't have that much of an interest in the cyberpunk theme, but I really like the devs, and I think they've done great work in the past, and I'm interested in it. But I'll just like play it when it comes out. Maybe I guess it's not actually a big deal. It's just it's a game,
I
you
think
know.
this game is incredibly hyped up, which makes me wonder if people are going to be cool with it when it comes out, and it's not what they think it is, which it can't be what they think it is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always just wanted to wait what people say. For me, it was just another game, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is for me. It's just another game. And maybe after I play it, it will... That's the thing. Most of my opinions on this game are formed post-playing it.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem to be the case for everyone, though.
Yeah. But if we all check it out and want to talk about it, I guess I'll pick it up. I mean, I have 2 weeks of work. Maybe after God of War, I just pick up Cyberpunk and play through that because I have a lot of time, possibly.
Yeah, maybe.
I like all his vital organs are covered. It's like, what about his cock?
A game I highly recommend is The Long Dark. It's a survival game set in the Canadian wilderness during winter.
I've heard about that one.
You have to handle stuff like warmth, water, food, sleep, and also have to deal with animals like wolves, bears, and moose.
Oh, the moose.
What?
It's Canada.
Oh, okay.
Get you.
It's a very good game. All right.
I need Cyberpunk to take a little bit longer because I got editing to do. Like, delay it for me, please.
Oh, well, what, do you want
No,
me
you
to call
don't.
up CD Projekt Red? Hey, guys, can you do it one more time?
They
Alright.
put out that big yellow block and it says there are a couple more things you got to iron out. What's funny is even if the game were actually completely broken, I don't think they can delay it again now.
I don't think they can delay it, no. I mean, again, that game was announced 8 years ago nearly. It's a long time to wait for a video game.
No, you don't. You have to do the highlights. I will step you if you don't do them over the holiday break. That's something I can do as well. I actually plan to do the third highlights, which is gonna be pretty long.
Oh, someone just sent me this. Let's
Fresh air feels
see.
good.
His armor really does not cover much of him.
It doesn't. It's obviously better than nothing, but it is not the kind of thing that you want to rely on.
Mundane Matt doesn't like EFAP? Well, what?
You must be doing something right.
2 things. I'm not right wing.
Rex
I've never been
literally
on
was typing
EFAB.
out that quote tweet that we've done something right.
And oh yeah, fuck EFAB. Why would you go? How about fuck you?
Okay.
Matt, oh.
Matt
like
thinks
how
that he is important.
Yeah.
It's kind of pathetic and endearing in a way.
Investors gonna sue if they delay again. I don't think you understand how, like, investing in a company works, but alright.
Wait, delay? What? Delay what?
Cyberpunk, I'm guessing.
Wait, isn't it out already?
Oh, it's out, like, in a few hours, yeah. I'm not sure what the context is for the,
Oh, I guess it's just early access people who are playing it right now. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Wait,
Special offers, Amnesia Rebirth, 20% off. It's only $20 now, still not worth your money. Anyway.
Yeah, I would not say it's worth your money.
Crash Bandicoot 4 Hidden Gems. How do I get the colored gems?
Which of these do you think is the better tweet?
Achievement unlocked? I guess we're doing something right.
It's not an achievement. I would go with. I don't know. I was thinking like is like we don't want you, or why do you think we'd want you in the first place? Or
I assume that's going to be the subtext of whatever I say, right?
Yeah. You should probably just ask. Maybe what if you just ask, "Who are you?"
No, but part of knowing him is the funny thing, right? Like knowing Matt Jamo is funny.
That is kind of funny. Matt is very upset that someone else has a successful podcast. Clearly. I don't know. I'd go with the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I might rephrase it, like confirmation that we are doing something right.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
If this isn't the greatest endorsement of EFAP, I don't know what it is.
Oh, that'll work.
Yeah.
Tell Matt, pretend that EFAB is what you wanted. See if you like it.
Pretty good. I like that.
Excuse me, I've made a whole dollar off of Bitcoin, so I'm pretty much an expert in investing. Thank you very much.
I know that Bitcoin is an interesting one when people talk, like a lot of older investors. I'm pretty sure
Very good video.
it's either Warren Buffett or Ray Dalio.
Just damn it to me, Julius.
I think it's either Warren Buffett or Ray Dalio who doesn't think that like Bitcoin is a good investment. I think the logic is that Bitcoin is not like a Like, no, I don't know enough about the topic actually to talk about Bitcoin. That's like, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it.
I just answered your question, Julius. You don't need to fucking add me, you piece of shit.
The book that I was working on, all of the like money had been totally replaced by crypto, and I didn't understand anything about it, but I still wrote about it anyway.
Did you? Yeah, like a second before you hit enter, I said send it in a DM to me. And then you add me, Julius, and said I sent a link to you in DM. Like, oh, yeah, thanks. No. It's so loud I missed it. Well, I get wrecked. So where's the last seal? I thought the last seal would be here. I'm very upset now.
Final seal. The final seal. Kill it with my power. And fart on my face.
What a bad mod should lose his powers. Fart on my face, Spider-Man!
You want to know why they call me the Green Goblin, Spider-Man?
Ew. Is Fringy excited for Stellaris?
Yeah, I am. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, Maul allowed me to go play outside with you and Jay. I'm gonna stream it as well, so it should be fun.
I'm never playing Cyberpunk, am I? It's because I'm busy over the next couple of days. Like once it comes out, I got a podcast later today that I think is starting.
Oh shit! Right.
What? Oh, did he say something?
Not quite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Keep it now, please. Oh.
The Quartering just passed 1 million subscribers, I think.
Oh,
Nice.
good for him.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I don't really pay attention to him.
Isn't the podcast really Fringy? Get wrecked.
I just like the idea that he saw us getting a shout out by fucking Mundane Matt. He's like, well, I want to be on the show.
Instantly was like, that is indeed an endorsement of quality. I wish to be a part of this.
Mundane Matt. I can't stop thinking about that Boogie Mundane Matt thing. It's like the two of the most pathetic like people on the planet fighting over who is better person. You know what I mean? It's like parody.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think in that stream, because Boogie was being so like manipulative, it's like, no, don't forget Mundane Matt. Like he is, you know, never don't forget. Like he is a liar as well. Boulders.
They're all just bad people.
Well, I think Mundane Matt is interesting because it's like he is. I feel like he. I don't know what it is that he likes or what motivates him. I don't. You know, like what
I don't think he knows.
I
think
he
he's
knows
just
either,
going.
no.
I think he's going through the motions, and that's paired with an incredible lack of introspection.
Yep. Actually, now that you've said it, that's pretty much exactly. I think that's exactly it. Because like I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like, okay, so if I were to talk to like Mundane Matt, what is it that you what do you want to do? You know, and
when you don't know what you want, and you don't know, and if you can't be wrong, you don't really know what you want, and you never stop to examine yourself, you become Mundane Matt.
And then you just sort of 10, 15 years whittle away, and then you're here, and you should be there, but you're not because you didn't think about what you wanted to do and what you needed to do to get there.
You didn't think that maybe it would be advantageous to be a decent human being.
Oh well, I mean, there's certainly that, but I mean, even from like what he does content-wise, it's like maybe evolve your format, grow. Like I feel like Mundane
I don't think
Matt
he can. I think he just doesn't know how. He doesn't have the talent necessary to grow and change and develop.
I guess the thing is like I don't think talent's worth that much. I think like persistence is a lot more important than talent.
Well, he is persistently doing the wrong thing.
He is persistent. He's perfected the wrong way of going about things. But his content hasn't evolved. Like he's been around for as long as I am. And, like if I were to compare my first video to like where I'm at now, it's not even like close.
Oh yeah, same for me. Like
yeah,
it's crazy. Sometimes, every once in a while, I get someone to say, "Man, I watched one of your older videos, and it's just like alien."
Yeah,
and how much it's changed over time. But you
Even
should
the way
expect that. That should be
Oh,
normal.
Yeah, if you're good, that's, you know, in the same way, like, yeah, go back and look at old videos, or like, if I look at something I wrote, like, when I tried to write a book before, and it's garbage, and it's like, oh, that's a good thing though, right? You should hate, well, you shouldn't hate your old stuff, but you should definitely be moving towards getting good. And I don't feel like Matt's done that, because
Wallace
Matt
video
lie?
with the tis me paint avatar.
Someone asked, didn't Matt lie about knowing what EFAP was a couple months ago? Indeed, he did. He lied about not knowing what EFAP was.
Wait a minute. Matt being dishonest? What the fuck?
He was asked about EFAP, and he acted like he didn't know what it was. But I forget what it was specifically. But he had referenced or been told about it, or had mentioned it before, and made fun of us.
Yeah,
So
he did the thing.
he did the thing.
Right.
Where
It's
he's
okay
like,
to say I've
"Oh,
heard.
What's funny is we'd have him on in a heartbeat, probably. It'd be so funny.
Yeah,
We made all
be
these
funny.
people hunt monsters. The people put them in cages.
Metal only has one video, and he's had more development than Matt.
Yeah, Metal's video is really good.
Thanks.
No.
I'm trying to say that Matt's video isn't.
We are missing a clue.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
If Mundane Matt has a good video, it will be purely because of the law of averages.
Perhaps you'll
yeah.
uncover more about this Dwarf King.
And he produces so much that, like, I don't, you know, I mean, I kind of think, like, if you're uploading every day, there is a compromise there on quality.
On
Like,
quality
there has to
and
be.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I don't know what EFAP is. It sounds like something perverted, but if Jarbo's against it, it can't be that bad.
that's true. And right you are.
Metal Commander versus Boulder Commander. I don't think Matt Jarbo commands anything.
Boulder.
Besides, Metal might be able to outclass him because, you know, like ores inside stone and stuff. Metal might be able to manipulate that with his metal powers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, you know, pure steel, like, not smashing through rock. This fight is over.
Yeah, it's gonna be Zeke.
Besides, he can only command boulders, not like anything else. It's gonna be a very specific circumstance, like a bunch of stormtroopers attacking someone behind a boulder that's loose, so that's useful. I can't believe they did that.
Well, I didn't say it was a fair fight.
Our reactions to it are so just exactly how they should be. We're shocked that she would ever try to remove her own cover. Like, that's the main issue we have. But then the show is like, but wait until you see what it did.
I like that the one stormtrooper starts shooting it and hopes to absolutely completely destroy before it reaches him. It's like, just go to the right or to the left. Like, what are you doing?
I tell you, stormtroopers are too stupid to live.
Yeah.
Mola, how many times did you play Dark Souls 2 before you made your video on it?
Oh.
I think it was 14 complete playthroughs and then a couple of extra little ones along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me.
Jesus Christ.
That was when I was hyper autistic and I wanted to make sure I get every detail I needed.
I think you pretty much streamed all of it as well.
Yep, it was all there for my 10 viewers and Jenna Hart and Vin and Bio getting all the timestamps I needed.
Good times.
So like whenever something really stupid happened, I'd be like, can someone timestamp that and just label it, you know, fucking terrible hitbox or whatever.
Terrible hitbox.
And then Marla's idea, that's not enough, I need more playthroughs.
I don't know how I had in my original...
Go play the game.
Yeah. But in my original script, I had like a fucking pages and pages of hitboxes being bad as references, and I just sorted them into the best examples.
So many. I didn't encounter them. How? What game did you play?
You did. You just didn't notice
You
it.
did, but your mind has erased it because it was so traumatic.
It's
What
that clip
happened?
with when Fortier gets hit with the fire through the wall. His first reaction is like, "Damn, you know, all right, yeah." Once the second one happens and he dies, he's like, "No, fuck off. This game is
Yeah,
shit."
okay.
There's only so much you can blame yourself for.
Oh yeah, yeah. 10 views. Well, Marla's come a long way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I guess the reason why I ask is because now that I've publicly committed to doing a video on Crash Bandicoot 4, I'm like, I probably should like 100% this game. Like that's probably
Yeah, that's probably. It just depends on what you talk about, right?
Well, I want to talk about difficulty, so I feel like I need to 100% the game in order to actually talk about it. Like, if I want to actually say, hey, is this game hard? It's like, well, what is the hardest thing to do? And that would be do everything that this game has to offer. Like, get all of the content. I'm just worried that's going to take a while, and like whether or not I should.
Yeah, but that's probably more of a time sink instead of being hard by definition, I guess.
It'll be hard because there is Cortex Castle. Like, I'm still trying to figure out like what I think this video will, because I've been having this idea for a little while. And then I missed 2 crates. That's great. That'd actually be good because that's something that frustrates me about this game. Is there are a lot of hidden crates, so it's like if you're trying to 100%, you're just gonna like there'll be 2 crates that you. Oh, I know where they are as well. All right. Time to replay the level again.
Rex says that as a joke, but they literally commit suicide just leaving their base. They do.
Drinkers quote tweeted Matt as well.
So it begins.
I've gotten video recommends on YouTube of Dark Souls 2's bad hitbox, and my god, what the fuck were the devs smoking? I don't know, they were smoking the farts of the Bloodborne developers.
Well, yeah, because I guess Bloodborne was like... I mean, that's one of the things Matthew Matosis talked about, right? Bloodborne was the A-team.
Yeah. Oh, talking about Bloodborne, we never talked about when we wanted to do it mutually. We wanted to do yesterday, and then we never did.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, give me 10 minutes and remind me again, then I will try and actually figure that out.
I mean, I'll try to remember myself.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, we said we're gonna do like a Bloodborne race playthrough together when I hit 3,000 followers on Twitch, and I did that a little bit ago.
Yeah.
So we gotta figure out something.
Yeah, but we have so much things to watch and do. I just need everyone to pay me all the money so I don't have to do work anymore. That would make up a lot of time. Open up a lot of time.
I think that's the. I heard that apparently like 35% of Zoomers want to be YouTubers.
Of who?
Zoomers.
Zoomers. They're like the one below us. So like.
Oh, they want to be YouTube. Oh, good luck with that. Yeah. Like there was a time, Matt. It's hard to believe that there was a time when that was a thing that you could like encourage people to do. Now it's like, try it if you want, I guess.
Yeah, dude, there's gonna be uni courses on it and stuff, and it's just like.
Damn. And it's not gonna. Yeah.
It was like YouTube wasn't always shit.
No, YouTube wasn't always a crappy platform. I think.
Yeah,
YouTube
like 2016ish, it was like really kind of great.
Dare I be hipster and say it got mainstream?
I think
it kind of did. Yeah, it did. And then all the corporations got involved, and they had to sanitize everything and get all.
Remember, you are now a content creator. You're an I'm pretty sure I saw Top Hats tweet about this before. Like he dislikes the term influencer. Just says so much about where your priorities are.
Yeah.
You are an ad. You are a walking ad. You don't care about like making stuff. You care about making money. But...
I don't know about that. Like the word influencer itself, like, yeah, I want to be someone who influences people. I want to change your mind. I want you to think like I think.
But remember,
but nowadays,
the problem is, like, influencer could have that term, but what influencer means is you're on Instagram and because
you chill for companies.
Yeah, you
that's what it means now,
products.
Yeah.
I just, it's so advertised, man, and I find ads so unpalatable. I really don't like the idea of doing ads unless they, well, because I think the big qualifier is you got to let me say what I think. Like if I use your product, I'm not gonna say it's good if I don't think it's good, and
yeah.
But even then, I don't know how I feel about ever doing ads.
Yeah.
Though obviously, like I feel like there's obviously a good. Yeah, no, I missed the crate. There's a good way of doing it because, like, Total Biscuit did ads, but Total Biscuit was like god tier ethical.
It's like, is it good? Can I personally vouch for it? Is it something that I think people would like that I would recommend? Yeah, sure. I will accept money to advertise your product because it has met the criteria.
Very transparent. He'd put sponsored in the title. Very few people do that.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I miss Total Biscuit. He was like a huge
Oh, yeah.
inspiration.
Dude,
He was so
Fuck.
good.
he would be.
Well,
I
He'd
think
have
he'd be
he'd
pretty
have a
livid
brain
with,
aneurysm if he was alive
Dead
today.
Industry at the moment,
here's the
yeah.
thing. Oh fucking hell.
Mosquitoes.
If you line up all YouTubers ever and just like make a list of the ones that you really don't want to get cancer, he's like near the top of the fucking list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But like the Pauls and all the Twitch thoughts and all the those people, yeah, they're fine, they're great, but the good one got cancer. Like, oh, that's fucking great.
I'll do an alarm on my phone to remind myself, to remind you, to remind me of play. Oh, nice. Good job, Jonas.
I need another 10 minutes.
I'm excited for the 24-hour Bloodborne stream. I don't know. No, it's not gonna happen.
It'll probably be 2 like 8-hour ones or something.
Yeah. I don't know why people want to make me do 24-hour stream. I don't want to do one. I don't.
No, they're not that great.
I know. I just.
24-hour streams are great if you aren't the one doing them and you could walk away at any time and then come back
Exactly.
whenever you want and take a nap whenever it pleases you. Doing
what's-
something for 24 hours is difficult, especially if you're just kind of like sitting
If you have
down
to
looking at a
perform.
screen.
Yep, to perform as well. You got to be up.
Because you promised we all remember. And you're all full of shit. There. Hey, Rex, remember when Bethesda gave that canvas back to influencers and not their customers? Oh, right.
I know that one of the interesting things that I find about well, this isn't interesting actually. It's kind of depressing. I feel like one of the
Find that
interesting
last
things
thing.
about the way that press is meant to work is that it's meant to be a balanced relationship and somewhat adversarial. Like the press aren't meant to be best buddies with the people they're critiquing, but a lot of games journalists have wind up working for the companies that they used to criticize. Like a lot of IGN employees are now PR people for like specific companies, and all I could think is like that shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? Like I'm never going to be working for EA. That's not happening in any like universe, and it's not whether or not I would want that job. It's oh, I'm mad now. All right, fuck you, Crash.
Can't find that
And I
last
think,
fucking thing.
I think
Jesus
it's a
Christ, we gotta-
lopsided. Yeah.
Rags and I have fucking booked up this weekend.
Oh,
And
boy,
Metal,
booked
kind
up.
of.
Dang it.
Well, no, Metal not really, because you're free on Saturday. I've let you go.
Well,
Yeah, we might be doing an EFAP Friday and Saturday ranks.
Really?
Yeah. But one of them's offline, so it's half the size.
Oh, I found it.
Any sneak peek? What's
Well, the idea is we're gonna record one to be released on Christmas Day, so we'll probably make it Christmassy.
right.
Yes, more content.
Free can't work for EA. Oh, yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought. So what I think about the way that journalism should work is that you are not friends with the people you're critiquing because you're meant to be critical of them. That's the whole point of journalism, right? Truth to power. Or at least that's the idea. So it's a little weird when a lot of games journalists end up working for the companies whose games they used to criticize. Like that shouldn't, you know what I mean? In the sense that they shouldn't like you enough that they would want to hire you. That should be a concern. Like, oh, would we want to hire this person? Something like that. In the sense that like none of us are getting hired by like EA or Disney. You know what I mean? That's not happening, whether we want to or not. And also I think as well when it comes to like video games is that a lot of YouTubers, because a lot of people will be like, oh well, YouTubers are a better place to go for that, and it's like YouTubers, like it's lopsided. Your personality matters, yeah, but like you need access. Like you want access to games. That's an important part. And there are things that you can do that can cause you to lose access. So you can never, you like if you're a battle, and it's especially a lot harder if like you are a YouTuber affixed to a certain game. If you're a Battlefield YouTuber, you can never be too critical of EA.
Yeah,
Otherwise you're gonna lose
that's the thing.
access.
Yeah, if you're a Star Wars YouTuber,
You can't be too critical. It's not in your best interest financially, but it's also probably going to lose you access to things you need. Like if you're a Call of Duty YouTuber, you might be critical of Call of Duty, and then your fans will be like, "Oh, I'm glad you're so critical." It's like, yeah, but you're holding back because you can't hurt the reputation of the game that is your lifeline. And this is why you should never, if you become a YouTuber, never be about one game. Even if it's like the most popular game in the world, it's not worth it.
Yeah, like there's some people who they do nothing but Call of Duty, nothing but Star Wars, nothing but Battlefield, nothing but Guild Wars.
Yeah.
And that's all they do is this one thing. And while that can be very useful, it is
as a business, you've screwed up. You need to diversify. Like strictly from a business standpoint, that's a pretty. But from my perspective, it's like, oh man, I'm a fan of novelty. Like I don't want to. You know, I don't want to just talk about one thing. Like I like different things.
And that's not to say that there can totally be absolutely people who are trustworthy and have a passion for the game and will always point out that it has issues and its problems. But you know, I hope you can identify those ones.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing. Is there is a big disincentive not to.
I thought Eva was talking about TLJ though. Well, that's what people like to believe apparently.
You missed out a lot of content.
I was was joking. Pretty sure he knows
no,
better.
I know.
Markiplier used to be only known for horror games, but now he's branched out and does other content, which is nice to see.
He did the right thing. He did the smart thing. I think he probably realized that there was like a
I'm really happy with how my channel is doing, I guess. Like I can just play whatever and I still have people pop in. When you see like when you see people playing like a certain game, like I don't know, say a League of Legends pro gamer, if they play anything else, like their views just go fucking plummeting.
Like, oh man,
crazy to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just can pop on a game I like, and people still come around. That's very nice. I really appreciate that.
I think for me personally, I'm surprised that people stuck around. I didn't upload anything for like 2 years. And then a totally different from anything I'd done before, and that's nifty.
Yeah,
makes me a happy fella.
Lots of YouTubers will dilute their brand if they're well known for playing one game. A lot of their fans will come just see to see them play that. Some would love to diversify, but isn't viable financial decision for them. I mean, look at Nostalgia Critic. Like we just talked about him, pretty much. He tried to do something else. No one cared. It was also pretty bad. And
what did he try to do?
Like a skit show thingy. I forgot the name. I forgot the name.
Who?
Nostalgia Critic. He did like something else because he pretty much buried the Nostalgia Critic persona, I guess, or the review style, and then they went to do, what was it, highlight reel, wheel, whatever.
He clearly really enjoys doing skits.
Yes.
With his friends, but they're terrible. And they're too long and they're not funny, which is kind of a lot of problems.
There's a lot of problems to have, isn't it?
Yeah, like they're too long, they're not funny, they're not entertaining, they're really cringy.
Jeez, Metal, you used to mostly play Genshin, now you play other games unsubbing. No, Reza, come back. You are the content as opposed to the game, Metal Man. Yeah. Thank you.
I think that's the ultimate strategy, right? If you are the content, then then it doesn't matter what you do.
I only watch for Shelly.
Obviously, it matters to some extent, like what you're actually talking about. Like you know, like nobody gives a shit what I think about. I don't know, like foreign. What's it called? Foreign affairs? No. God damn it!
Foreign politics, politics.
Yeah,
in general.
Foreign policy.
There's a foreign policy. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
God, my brain is not working. Like I don't even care what I think about foreign policy. What the hell do I know?
Nuke all other countries.
Well, I mean, that is a potential policy.
It's more of a guideline.
I mean, that's clearly, like, depending on what I play, it's a little more, a little less.
Yeah, naturally.
I feel like the PSP God of War games, like, no one cared for those games. I see it more on the archive, actually, on YouTube. Like, the numbers for the PSP ones, they were, like, half of the ones of like, interesting games, quote-unquote. I don't know how to better phrase it.
No, I get what you mean.
But it's like, yeah, okay, I see why I never played those games. Because those games went completely past me, and I always liked God of War. And I had a PSP, and I never played them. And now I know why. Yeah, Angry Joe's better skits. They're short, get the point across, and can be pretty funny.
Angry
Yeah,
Joe's
Skits are better than Nostalgia Critics.
Angry Joe is just a funnier person in general.
I would say he is, yeah. Nostalgia Critic is very unfunny, but he thinks he's very funny.
I also think that Joe is, like, super humble. I just get that impression with Joe. Like, he's super humble and earnest, which goes a long way, I think.
Yeah, but he still does some tisms sometimes, especially movies.
Sure.
I think movies are like his.
I don't think he's very good on movies. No.
Yeah, I don't. His movie reviews are worthless.
I haven't watched like any review of him in forever, actually.
Starboard.
Me neither.
I haven't watched as many lately, no.
I used to watch him all the time back in the day.
Yeah, same here. Back in the day, like 10 years ago. He's been around a long time.
I know, and that just remembers me. I'm almost 30, and I want to die. And I probably have to fucking celebrate at home because I don't think Corona's gonna be gone in February.
No way. No way.
Birthday stream!
Not even... the world's not gonna be cured by then either. Well, cured, I mean vaccinated.
Yeah. Demos! God of War Ascension. Oh god, that was so bad. I think that's one of the only games ever that made me rage quit completely.
Damn it!
Oh my god, that scared me a little bit.
I'm playing Crash and I made a mistake. Now I have to replay this level again.
But listen, read about to remind us. Oh, I did see, but Mumlo said he needs another 10 minutes, so I added those mentally.
We might need more.
Dang it! It's never gonna happen, guys. It's like Mumlo says, he takes time with game reviews, he does his instant reactions of the movies and shows so he can't process them. Yeah, and he also gets invited to a lot of movie premieres, I think. At least that's from what I understand is what's happening.
Yeah,
I think,
he probably does because he's press.
I think the John Wick ones is the ones I remember where it's like, oh, it's so awesome and shit. It's like, oh, it's not though. But yeah, Metal, you have to find the time to change one of the follow, sub, donate sounds to Demos. I don't want that meme to die. Oh yeah, I can see that.
Hey, Shad, how you doing?
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good fellas. How are you degenerates going? You empirical objectivists.
Oh, pretty good. I'm streaming.
A bit of art.
Isn't this Rags? Isn't this like a wonderful time of year?
It is. It's a great time of year.
It's great. It's like
it's cozy inside.
The happiest time of the year.
The only thing scary is that some people don't think this is the best time of the year.
I agree.
Thought the best time of the year is from a few months ago.
Shocking, and just awful.
Jingle bells.
Just
awful. Wonderful food and family and friends and the spirit of giving.
Peace on earth, goodwill to men.
Peace on
earth.
More of
that. Shat, man, nice to see you. Hello, Shat.
Evil will to men, possess them,
evil on earth, violence toward humans. Yay.
Chat says hello, Shad.
Death and destruction.
I'm here. I'm on your stream.
You are indeed. This is your debut.
Oh.
Debut is how it's
your
pronounced.
debut.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's debut.
Sorry. Didn't expect that much backlash.
I've been watching your guys' reaction to Mandalorian. I was literally watching your reaction to episode 3 because Mola put it up on Wall and just I don't know, yesterday or something. And
yeah,
right. Something else in it.
Hasn't been.
Wow.
Well, Shad, what do you think of Mando so far?
well, season 2 is a dumpster fire. Like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
No, I mean the production value is still very high. The fan service is they've even doubled down on the fan service. And so I'm actually, believe it or not, it's gone to the realm of guilty pleasure for me. I'm actually enjoying it, even with how bad it is. And I'm just laughing. And when it's,
I get that, yeah.
Because, like my wife, my wife isn't that. She's nowhere near as picky as me, and even she's was like, "What? You mean they could have just put the bombs on a bantha?" I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that's
surely when they were writing that, they would have known that everyone in the audience would have been like, obviously, it's what you do.
These are the people who wrote. Wait, have you seen the newest episode, Chad?
Hang on, that's Boba Fett episode.
Yeah.
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 So these are the people that wrote that Mando forgot his jetpack was 3 feet away.
I know. I was like, yeah.
Not only was it 3 feet away from him, he could remote control it and summon it with his gauntlets.
Press a button and it would count him.
Mando's an idiot. This isn't new, but it's always good to see that they're at least consistent with it.
I did my best, giving every benefit of the doubt in season 1, and now season 2 is like, all right, nah. It's just, I'm gonna run headlong into fire while holding grenades and just allow myself to get shot.
Dude, if the plot armor was like bad in first season, holy shit!
They have of the one thing they did keep the continuity of that.
They did, yeah.
I mean, I'm making a video on like just pointing out some of the world building plot holes, and one of the things I specifically mentioned in this video is that. All right, okay, armor. It was a step in the right direction. He has armor, which means that instead of the heroes never getting shot at all, now they can allow him to get shot sometimes. It hits the armor, but they've just gone way too far. It's like he's under heavy fire, and every single shot is conveniently landing on these small armor plates, which is not fully cover his body at all. And it's just all right. No, you're drunk now. You're drunk.
Yeah, it's
It
insane.
doesn't even like. It would be bad enough if he just took those shots in general. It's like, what the fuck was he thinking? Like, I want to run down this corridor, get blasted to hell and back. It's like, why? Why was that your plan? Like,
and yet he could just throw them from where he was at.
yeah. The way he throws them. The fact that there's.
He like throws them like it's a bundle of heavy, like he's awkwardly throwing some like a box or a bag full of things, like he's got a bag full of like about 6 frozen turkeys, and he's just trying to lift it away from himself.
It's so funny.
It's like the scene is. You could still do cool shit if you had him. You know, like you skim rocks. He does that, but like right through the opening, and it blows up because he times it perfectly. Like that could have been a set piece, little payoff. But you could tell they needed to make him do something that made him valuable to the mission.
His plot armor is legendary.
Bo-Katan, like, they want to, like, this is one of the reasons why Mandalorian is really looking incompetent, apart from just doing dumb things. But now they're bringing all these other characters that are coming in that are showing him up and just doing all the cool, like, stuff. Bo-Katan comes in, saves Baby Yoda, and Mandalorian just decides to try.
He jumped in the water.
He pants in the background.
See you later, Zaruni.
I think the best is when they blast in and start killing all the people in the building, and like it has a shot where he just awkwardly walks in, like, what? What's? Oh, what are we doing? Okay. Like, damn, Mando.
Will they just hang around in the background doing nothing when Boba Fett is killing everyone? It's so funny.
I know, like, Mando's struggling to take him on with blasters and everything, and then Boba Fett comes in with a bloody stick and smashes them all. Like,
smashes their cheap plastic Halloween costume armor.
Holy crap, if anything doesn't emphasize how friggin' stupid and useless Stormtrooper armor is, it's like, oh, now you can just smash open the armor with a friggin' stick. I was like,
yeah, it's insane.
Why the hell are you
we
even
saw
wearing
We
this?
saw this in Rogue One. This is
I don't think the armor smashed in Rogue One.
Oh yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't smash. He just hit him with a stick, and they just died. It is clear now that I want to buy some of those death sticks.
I guess benefit of the doubt would be he knocked them out.
No, nothing. All right.
He will know retribution. My deepest.
But armor isn't supposed to shatter under huge impact.
No, of course. It's,
So, like you would assume that because it's called armor, it has some kind of protective capability. Instead of, well, what does it
Not
do?
even,
Well,
Where did the spear leave us?
it doesn't stop blasters. It doesn't stop melee attacks. It doesn't stop really anything. It's just awkward and cumbersome and bright white.
and it doesn't
But
help
I don't know why you wear it.
Further than this, right? There is a fan theory which they say to try and redeem Stormtrooper armor, and their theory legitimately makes it worse, that you are actually worse off wearing this armor than not. And it's the fact that whenever a Stormtrooper is hit by any bolt, they go down. And the theory is that, oh, no, it disperses the energy and knocks them out. It still saves their life. It's doing what armor should do, but it knocks it out. I'm like, are you retarded? No. Like, if you have armor that will knock you out from getting shot in the shoulder or the knee or something like that, that is one of the most stupid, worst things you would ever want to wear. Like, you're
If
wearing...
it's a headshot or a chest shot, you're like, okay, I'd rather be knocked out than dead. But
you know,
like, what if it hits me in my toe or my foot? I just, I'm done.
someone might be like, well, in fairness, is, you know, hitting him with the stick, is it like a special stick? It's like, it was made by cave people. Okay.
Look at it. It's a stick made of what seems to be wood.
And then you're like, okay, but is the person wielding it like super strong? You're like, no.
He's a guy. He's probably above average, but
Yeah.
So, and also, Boba Fett, okay, he wanted to get his armor back. Why the hell did he never just try and get his armor back when he was on
From top
Tatooine?
bands, yeah.
Like, he was there for a long time, and it's like...
He was
well,
waiting
now
for
that the
it to
most
take
famous
off.
bounty hunter in the Parsec has it, I guess I'll go try to take it from him.
Do you think that's the argument? Like, he was waiting for a Mandalorian to pick it up so he could argue, hey, I should have that armor now, okay? Like, by right.
I'm cool too, okay?
I was like, and he couldn't just ever, like, bring up the invoice owner history of the armor.
Yeah. Also, I like how he's like, okay, so in exchange for the armor, I will help. I said I would help you with the baby. It's like, you kind of just stole it from me, but okay. Cool.
And like, you think you could have led with that? Hey, I want the armor. Mando says no. It's like, oh well, you could just bring up the owner history, and it's going to have my father on there. Just press the button. And
But that was never even the issue. It wasn't to do with who owns it, quote unquote. It's like an honor thing, right? Like, it was, you know, like having your name on it shouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, what made the difference was that Jango Fett was a foundling, and the owner history had that mentioned or something there.
Could have been lying.
I guess the question is, I guess Mando should care, right, about that? Is that...
Oh shit,
Mando
I don't know. I don't know what
about
Mando
things
cares
that,
about. That's the thing.
yeah.
I don't know what Mando cares about.
But like, if someone knows how to operate Mandalorian armor, they steal the armor, they activate the code or whatever, and they read it, and then they just activate it later and go, "Yep, that's me. Yep."
Mootle is lowercase efab.
I know. Like, I'm sorry if I've really just derailed what you.
Oh, it happens all the time. Like, this is just a
anyway.
this is a gathering pot of everyone. It's like the.
By the way,
yes.
God, I'm gonna have to write these down because I have to mention them on the next one. So Mando's ship is parked and open. Mando goes up to Baby Yoda. They park Slave 1, and they wait for Mando instead of just going straight to the ship and stealing the armor, which he does anyway. Why?
Yes, these are good questions. Like, I had a question. This was mildly solved with, but still, it's like, so the stormtroopers suddenly get scared. They decide to get in their ships and they're flying away. And as they're turning, these ships have really big guns. And
well, before you go any further, what is it that makes them decide finally, after all of this, that they've had enough and that they should flee for their lives? It's the knee rockets.
Because of the knee rockets, yes.
Yeah, it's the knee rockets that convince the remaining stormtroopers that this is just, guy, we gotta leave. I've had too much. Nuh-uh. The knee rockets are, that's one step too far. We ain't doing that.
Hey, so, you know, sometimes, like, fans will make up fan theories to fill in plot holes. And I actually think sometimes the theories can be really intuitive based on certain things that are in the story, and the fans shouldn't have to do it. The fact that any fan would need to fill in plot holes is a problem, but sometimes the answer can be really obvious and it's like, okay, yeah, you can go with it. And so I'm wondering, if there's a theory that we could explain why the stormtroopers are hilariously retarded in Mandalorian, and what if, because the Empire has fallen, right? That I don't know, they're not getting their regular Empire checkup or something like that maintain them, or they're just really depressed that they have like some type of brain deterioration damage or something like that, and they're just fully retarded.
I think that a better theory would, 'cause this is what I originally kind of lament about the first season, is that you, like, in the first episode of the first season, we see these, these remaining stormtroopers with dirty armor, and they're hanging around and everything. Empire is clearly over. It's done. It's been finished off. It's just they're just remnant forces that are remaining. So you would think that the stormtroopers who stick around, they're veterans of this long war. They've probably seen some shit.
Yep.
They clearly have an investment in the Empire. Most of the stormtroopers would probably just take the armor off and run away and just start a new life. But these guys are sticking with it. They're lying low, but they're wearing the armor still. They're taking orders. They're in this little chain of command that they've got. Whatever it is the Empire stands for, I guess they're just really into it. These should be like the veterans and the people who are really invested in the Empire who are still remaining.
But they're different from.
But there's no
they don't
difference.
think that way.
What if actually all the stormtroopers left and the Empire had no other options and resources apart from cracking open some clones they had in cold storage or something, but because they're in storage for so long, they're like, mentally deficient, and which is why they're so incompetent.
Well, that could be okay, but they need to explain it. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to be like, oh, they have a secret cloning facility that I guess no one knew about, and I guess they thought that. I mean, at that point, if you have no soldiers left, at that point you're pretty much just, all right, we've got to play the long waiting game at this point. We got to go far away. We've got to build up resources slowly and surely. We're probably not going to we can't use any of our insignias or our armor anymore because it's too noticeable. We're basically going to have to start an entirely new faction.
Now, I don't know about
love it
you
if
guys.
the stormtroopers stopped using armor and suddenly they're far more competent.
Well, they'd be more mobile. They wouldn't stand out like a sore thumb as much.
I feel like it was a weird decision, by the way, to have in the first episode of Mando, like, we see what Remnant Empire looks like, and it looks like they're really doing it difficult. They're on the run, they're hidden, they don't have much power. But now it's just basically just the Empire. Like,
yeah, they have big starships, nice armor.
They have giant ships, yeah.
Oh yeah, and you have Boba being like, the Empire is back. It's like, what? Well, I mean, what is it? Like, when you say that, I'm confused because, like, I don't really know. From his perspective, the Empire was just gone, were they? And it's only recently that they've reappeared. It's like,
It doesn't feel that way.
Yeah.
God, Disney canon, man, like, it sucks.
Reminder for Bloodborne is up.
oh, give me another 10 minutes.
Damn it!
What
Julius,
are you doing, Mola?
put it on a timer.
Oh, I'm in a call talking to Shad, Rags, and Metal and Fringy about.
Ew, ditch him.
You know what I mean, alright? Stop being obtuse, okay?
No, that's the answer.
Honestly,
Oh, right, okay.
I don't have much else going on right now.
That's why I would rather put it off for a bit more while we're talking about.
So I'm gonna mute for a second so I have some dialogue. 1 second.
Ah, offerings to Tyr. These are quite rare, you know.
Why?
Well, you know Odin, not the biggest fan of Tyr. I thought he destroyed all of these.
Like, because I'm assuming if Fringy can make it, then it's probably a relatively okay time for you. It'll be early morning-ish.
What time is it for you, Fringy, when you join in?
So usually I join in at 7:30. So for you it would be 8. Right,
That's
you're Eastern time, right?
And that would be, is that Monday? You doing that, Fringy?
So I think what did we agree on? It was this time around we were gonna.
That was Saturday night or Monday morning.
You mean Sunday night, right? For you guys.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Sunday. I was Sunday night, your Monday morning, yeah.
Yeah, that works for me. I'm pretty. Yeah, that should be fine.
Damn.
Awesome. All right. Usually I'm gonna do it because my wife has the calendar, and so I'll let her know next time I see her. Book it in.
I'll ping you it so that you've got something to refer to.
Awesome.
Wait, what are we doing? Oh, I was muted for a bit. Do I need to know?
Nothing for you.
God damn it, Kogo!
Nothing for you, you're right.
Fine, I'm sorry.
Do you have Disney Plus on your computer? Like you won't need me to do anything file-wise.
No, yeah, Disney Plus I have on my computer, and that's not a problem.
All right, cool.
That's cheating.
So, it really seems like the Mandalorian TV series has like this thing against using spaceships in a planetary atmosphere in any combative purpose.
Yeah.
The reasons they give are so stupid. Like,
you talking about like the many times he goes on his missions and he chooses to use like other forms of transport, whatever he needs to get anyway?
Yeah, and that
have the
his
spaceship.
ship has big guns, and it would have been really useful in a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
situations.
I've got the ship, big guns. It's got all my stuff in it. I can lock it up at night. It's got a bed I could lay down in. It's got a loo. I've got all this stuff. It's great. This is my ship. But I'm gonna take this speeder on this journey across the desert to this place to find this person. It's like, stop. You have a spaceship. Use it.
Like the big worm thing, it'll hear vibrations and go underground. It's like, oh, so you couldn't just fly it over there and park it and wait until it appears again.
I love that they destroyed the Razor Crest, but they didn't destroy Slave One. It's just like, good job, guys.
Yeah.
At least the little knob survived, so Baby Yoda
Also,
has something to.
And the spear. I like
And
the
the
idea
spear,
of the little the aiming and shooting place, and they're like, we gotta kill Mando, blow up his ship. It's like, what if I blow up him? It's like, no, blow up his ship.
Did they know Baby Yoda was not on the ship at the time, or not? Or no?
Oh, they have to be in contact. Well, they could see Baby Yoda was getting collected over that on that. They sent the droids to that other area, and
I think there's an earthquake in my area. Oh shit! Don't
Why
die.
even bother sending the stormtroopers? They had a flippin' Star Destroyer there. It's just like destroy the Razor
I can't even
Crest and
argue that they distracted Mando, which would have been a decent enough reason to try and do that, but like it doesn't work because they leave, then the dark troopers whatever start like they're approaching. Mando, the tension is, will Mando be able to climb up the mountain before Baby Yoda's kidnapped? It's like, he has a jetpack. What the fuck?
I need you to put those weapons down and your jetpack. Wait,
And I'm
hang on.
And I'm really worried that. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, people are annoyed at me like criticizing, oh, he has like infinite jetpack fuel. It's like, you don't understand. The jetpack gives him so many things that he's now allowed to do. You can't just randomly be like, nah, you can't this time. Like, what?
And they know this. That's why they did the stupid reason to get rid of his jetpack.
Also, I can't get Baby Yoda because under Disney, the Force is now a plot device.
Yeah.
And it just like does things. I set Baby Yoda on this rock, and I guess it creates a force field that I can't do anything to him, and it pushes me back, and it's like, okay, I guess that's what happens now. All right.
I got so annoyed. He's trying to get through the force field, gets thrown away. Tries to get thrown away. I was like, all right, this isn't working. So he leaves, and literally the very moment after he leaves, the force field turns off. It's like, oh, of course, freaking course.
Also, you have people who land who are potentially coming to get you. You're up top with Baby Yoda. You have the high ground. You could see wherever they go. You're watching as they leave your ship. What do? You instantly go down and lose them.
You go so far away. It's so far away. It's insane.
I'll defend you, Baby Yoda, by going to the pistol. It would be stupid of me to stay here with my Beskar armor, the cover, the top of a hill, and you're protected by a force field. That would be silly.
All the budget goes for goes to the families Baby Yoda ruined. Sorry, I ate your children.
It's a bit of a non sequitur. So, do you guys know like how in platformers, have you heard of like a term called like coyote time when in reference to platformers? It's basically the idea that you can actually not be on the platform but still jump because, you know, human reaction times and stuff like that. So like they'll give you a bit of leniency in terms of where you are standing and can jump. I was just testing that in Crash 4 and like it's incredibly lenient. I didn't realize just how lenient it is. You can literally be falling down and jump twice. Like you are falling down. Oh boy, am I gonna be? Oh.
I know with a lot of games, the way that the player is kind of positioned, it's determined by like a middle spot on the model, and as long as that one dot is on a piece of platform, you could have a leg or an arm or whatever sticking off of something, and it doesn't count. So you could position a character where they have just one leg sort of awkwardly still on a platform, and the other one just floating. But it counts as you notice that in a lot of games. And some games do it different. Yeah. There's a lot of games now that I don't know how they do it or what the tech involved is, but we've had it for a while where as you walk around, your legs will, like your character's legs
actually
will
adjust to the place
based on the terrain that you're in. Yeah.
Oh, this is
always
this
a good
is different.
touch to
Like, from what I understand, like I remember when I did a game dev tutorial, they're like, this is just preferable. Like, it feels better to be playing a platformer where even when it's like you feel like you should have made that jump regardless of whether or not you actually did, that kind of thing. It's almost like bullet magnetism in a way, where like you're tricking people into thinking that they're doing better than they actually are.
Yeah, you're fooling people into thinking they're talented. Yeah.
But I think it's a little less egregious when it's this, because like I totally understand.
Well, it's single player for starters.
Yeah, of course. So like balance is it's a different discussion at that point.
Yeah, like you never, like in single player game, you never have to worry about an NPC going, well, that's fucking bullshit that I'm stun locked.
Yeah.
Like the NPCs are there for you to stun lock. That's part of the game. You know, it's one of the mechanics that you use against computers probably shouldn't be the exact mechanics you use against players.
Yeah.
Not in an inconsistent way. It's just that, the player has all these abilities. You don't have to give all those abilities to the NPCs because that will frustrate people.
Mm-hmm. I'm just I didn't realize it was as forgiving as it was in this game.
Is that a criticism of the game, or
I don't know what I think yet. I think that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, because I've already played this, I've already beaten this game. I'm just going back through it. I think what I want the video to be about is how difficult is this game really, like, and a broader conversation about difficulty and like platformers. And so
that might be it sounds like that's a hitbox issue.
I don't think it's an issue. I think it's on purpose. Like, it's designed that way. Maybe I should let me take a screen cap.
I need to use the loo real quick, so I'll be back and check.
Oh, no worries.
I can't believe Charlie just said the N-word. Wow, Charlie, that's fucked
up.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how important it is. I just find it. Oh, I haven't been recording. Fuck. Damn it. It's just something that I think might be worth considering.
Liar.
I'm back.
Hey, look, alright? I'm doing my due diligence. I'm doing the video game reviewy thing. And now I feel like I've adopted a lot of you smaller, like now I take notes as well. On like everything.
Good.
I don't use Notepad though.
Starts with notes. Just spill your mind thoughts onto it.
Yeah. I mean, I tend to do that in general. Like, if I'm working on, when I'm writing, like, I'll just write down any idea, and I might write an addendum like, this is a shitty idea, try again. Or like, no, this sucks, you can leave it here for now, but fix this. Just yelling at myself. Wow, in writing, so I'm not yelling at all.
You still there, Shad?
I'm here, and also, I wanted to comment on the memes that Rags posted in chat because, yeah, they're hilarious.
You excited to have Bill Burr coming back in episode 7? Oh,
I'm excited
because there is no other, gunman that he could rely on that doesn't.
That's his reasoning.
It's a galaxy.
Yeah, but he worked for the Empire, so he can help me. It's like that's not even a through line, dude.
Yeah, what does that mean? And also, a lot of people worked for the Empire. It was the Galactic Empire. Probably have billions of employees. Like, I'm pretty sure the U.S. government has like 4 million employees. I'm sure you can find someone who can help.
No.
In a galaxy.
Need to get someone out of prison.
In reality, the amount of bad blood between those two, there would he would be reluctant to ever work with this guy again.
Yeah.
And there would actually have to be something that would force these two together. And then even then, he, like, just based on what's happened already, if I was writing this, Mandalorian would still be reluctant to go with him and be looking for excuses to not need him. Then actually go out of his way to rely on this backstabbing scumbag that's going to hate his guts and probably shoot him in the back again. Like, oh.
What's crazy about it is, like, if there were a scenario that brought those two together, the main reason I'd be interested is Bill Burr, like, not Mando.
Yeah, not Mando, that's for sure.
I was like, how do they justify getting? They just want the actor back for the episode.
Bill Burr, yeah, they want Bill Burr.
That's all they want, because
that's what we're relying on. We're hoping Bill Burr can actually entertain us.
Yeah, at this point, I know that they've just given up the tracking fob thing. Like, they're just never going to address it.
I know.
We're just not going to mention this again.
That's one of the big things I talk about in my video about the world building problems in the like. Yeah, the fobs just don't exist. You know, like,
they've forgotten about them.
Fobs were really big. They were a big problem from the start, and now they've just decided to abandon them. You're like, oh, okay.
Shad, I think when we talked about season 1 of the streams, you were like, hopefully season 2 will like be able to sort of explain them. It's like
explain them. Their conclusion was, we'll just pretend they don't exist. I was like,
did you like the big example? I think is when he's like, we've placed a tracker on Mando's ship, so now we know where Baby Yoda is. It's like, wait, wait a minute.
I know. In actual fact, like when I was filming the video, I was like, hang on, the Empire, they're still trying to get a hold of Baby Yoda. No, wait, there should still be a bounty out on Baby Yoda. Is there?
They tell us there is, that it's 10 times, that you can get 10 Beskar suits for the amount right now. That's what
holy crap, was that? So the bounty's gone up. See, I missed that.
10 times.
I mean,
I've got
it's gone up 10 times.
I've got a note of the recording, but that, do you understand, that's the kind of thing that'll bring in every bounty hunter from the fucking galaxy.
Yeah. And so in the third episode of the first season, Grief Karga very specifically tells Mando that the reward for this bounty you turned in is the greatest treasure this parsec has ever seen.
And now it's 10 times.
Now they're just like, yeah, we'll multiply it by 10 now. And people are still not chomping at the bit to track this guy down and live in luxury for the rest of their lives.
It's look how easy it was. It's like, oh, so bad.
Oh, that's amazing.
Speaking of returning actors, what do you think about the last with Cyberstomach?
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, what
here's the thing.
Fucking stupid reason to bring a character back.
This whole nobody's ever really gone thing, we've got to stop.
Yeah.
People need to. We've got to stop.
Spleen, all right? Robot spleen. And
she's got robot intestines, robot spleen, robot kidneys.
I don't understand.
Like, did she just do it?
And in the middle of the desert.
It's supposed to be a backwater planet with poor resources.
How do they
can do? Like,
come on.
Well, one of the issues here is that there's no people can just do kind of anything. There's no if you're a guy with a toolbox, you can reassemble a starship and get it hyperspace worthy like overnight. Whatever, I guess. You're Boba Fett. You have the medical knowledge to be able to turn someone into a living cyborg now.
And also
like, you just have the materials and the knowledge. It's insane. Like, you would think that, oh, well, if I want to repair the Razor Crest because it's been disassembled, I need like a garage in specialist tools and materials, like a factory grade assembly line to make this happen. Like, nah, it's okay. I've got this spark gun, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, at least in season 1, he had the help of that other guy who that was shown that he seemed to be very handy.
Well, I still think it's an issue. Like, Queel is part of it, but we're talking about reassembling a starship to where it's space-worthy, and
still way too far,
Queel helps.
Yeah,
it was something.
But when the Razor Crest crashed in that snow, I was like, oh, okay, it's never flying again until he gets to like full repairs or something.
Yeah.
It looked like the spine of the ship legitimately like broke when it hit that ice, and I was like, oh, it's done then. That's not getting out of there anytime soon. And then they just decide that it can turtle supply. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. But seriously, going back on what you're saying with the cybernetic stuff, like in Return of the Jedi, or at least, sorry, at the end of Empire, it's implied getting a cybernetic thing required like a full facility And
Yeah,
that was
it's
especially
possible, but it's
Also,
yeah,
I
it's a
believe a robotic hand much more than I believe a robotic digestive system.
yeah, absolutely. Like if there was an advanced medical facility that could do all this stuff, yeah, I'd believe it. If we had an advanced medical facility and trains doctors, I'll put a lot of belief into space medicine, absolutely. But it's just some guy does that on some just Tatooine.
And-
Some
Well, the other thing about the cybernetic parts always was shown that you could add them to anyone if they were still alive, that they wouldn't bring someone back from the dead. And she was like shot, point blank in the gut from a blaster bolt?
point blank in the
Like,
gut from a
that-
blaster.
that's like all your internal organs fried, right? You're dead. You know.
Yeah, that's the. Because remember, Mando has to return to find that corpse.
Yep. Time has passed.
And then he also leaves it, which is not the problem with that. But in the amount of time she was dead, you can't just shove a new digestive system in there and now she's alive. That's not how that works.
Yeah, it does. Duh. Bloodborne alarm is ringing again.
Also, holy shit, the amount of notes I have for us to talk about before we even start the next episode in the recording.
Yay.
Yay.
Like, all the stuff we've just talked about, I'm mentioning just in case we haven't. It's so that it's a quintessential series, you know. We talk about all of it as we go.
How does she?
Because everyone's like, you can do a refab stream on it. It's like EFAB minis. Go watch that.
Yeah.
Well, so far, at least they haven't been giving the middle finger to previous established characters. It was fun seeing Ahsoka. I would say it was fun seeing Ahsoka, even though the fight
Anything fun about her.
with her was retarded.
She was really dull.
Her
fight scenes were really dumb.
No, their fight scenes were dumb. Don't get me wrong. I want to
She
do
wasn't
like
very
a fight.
interesting.
Are you doing
And she sure had those. She had those cool white dual lightsabers. That sure was cool.
Yeah, like what do you? Because I'm not trying to be mean. Just like what exactly are you referring to that you liked? Is it literally just seeing it, or was it anything else?
Yeah, I, when it comes to fan service, just like I like seeing things depicted in live action, and so for me, just seeing, hey, Ahsoka, live action, awesome.
So,
and then,
what about Bo-Katan? Was that? Were you?
Well, see, no, I didn't get nearly as much. Well, I liked that, you know, that they were reaching outside into other Star Wars canon and showing and trying to do, you know, respects to previous established continuity. And so it's like, all right, at least,
They
you
could
know.
have pronounced her name right.
Bo-Katan. Yeah.
I don't. From what I've heard, apparently they pronounce it Catan and Catan in Clone Wars too.
Oh,
So
they should have told the actors to pick one.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like so. That's just like why the hell isn't it consistent? Does she know what her name is?
No.
It is
Looks
strange.
like when
You think
people
that
say
they,
Han
you know, just
Solo, like
have
it's
it be.
Han. All right.
I still don't know if it's Pokemon or Pokemon. It's all just.
Oh,
a-
it's Pokemon. It's Pokemon. That
get
doesn't
correct
matter.
Down here in the Australias.
No, but
Well,
in
I'll
the
tell you what.
song they say Pokemon. Like that's
No,
how
but,
they say it.
no, in Japan, it's Pokemon or something like
Yeah.
that. Like, when I went to Japan, they was like, you say Pokemon, they'll correct you. It's like, no, Pokemon or something like that. Like, oh,
Hey,
Poketo
look,
monster.
you know, Nippon. I don't speak Nippon. All right.
glorious Lord Nippon steel.
Japanese, like the way that the Japanese language is kind of cool. Like it's so emotive.
Oh yeah, like I really like Japanese when it's spoken by adults.
Yeah, or men
Um,
specifically. I like
but
it when men. Yeah.
It's one of I don't know where I think we might have I think it was when the on our last EFAP I was talking about how I don't like anime in Japanese.
Really?
I would prefer dubs in anime, but I prefer live action stuff for realsies.
Right. I think that
and-
is the unpopular. Like I'm pretty sure generally it's subs is what people consider
Yeah.
to be the
I always want the
correct.
the whatever the what do you call it, like the original.
I can't stand a lot of the voices in anime. They're just fucking grating on my ears and they're frustrating.
I like I said, I like the way that the guys sound, but a lot of the women I find impossible.
Yeah, women
to
are
distinguish.
extremely
They
women
all
speaking
have very
Japanese
high-pitched-
fucking it's frustrating. And then they have the tropey characters who are cutesy and tiny with a super high pitched voice, and you just want to fucking like just dunk them in acid. And I can't stand that voice. It's just the most grating, annoying, insufferable noise imaginable, and I don't want to listen to it. I'd rather just hear an adult speaking English.
I tend to like the subs because Japanese voice actors are so emotive. Maybe a little too emotive, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It depends.
Like, you don't have to be so overly theatrical.
Yeah, but I think is that a cultural thing, or is that like I don't know.
At this point, we're just talking about the reason why it's super annoying. I don't really. I mean, I guess some people like it, so you know, more power to them, I suppose. I can't I've only seen like the first 2 episodes or two or three of Attack on Titan because I can't fucking stand the voices. It is just like grating on my ears. All the whining and bitching that these young characters make in Japanese. I can't do it.
Someone's pointed
like a fucking
out annoying is
Cosmonaut video.
subjective. It's like, yeah, annoying is subjective. Who's making the claim that it's a definitive flaw with Japanese media? That the voices, he doesn't like them. All right, come on.
I like how
calm
I'm clearly giving my opinion in people's defense. Like, oh, that's just your opinion. Like they're desperate to defend their fucking cartoons.
I never do this a lot, yeah.
Where I say something that's clearly how I feel. Someone's like, "That's not very objective." Like,
it's like, yeah, no, it's not.
We're not all the time.
Well, we do have opinions, you know, like
robots.
I can't believe you said the E word.
The evil O word opinions. I find that I mean the problem is I haven't watched a lot of anime, so like any perspective I give on it in general is a little bit narrow. But I like the Death Note dub. I like that one.
I used to watch a lot of anime, and I'm with Rags. I prefer dubs, but just because I'm lazy and reading too much is annoying.
Don't want to read
subtitles.
Well, that's not just like me. It ain't because I'm lazy.
No. I'm saying I prefer dubs like you.
Yeah,
but
I prefer dubs.
Reasons.
Yeah, but I just
but
can't.
It's funny when I've listened sometimes just to see the difference, to see which one I might prefer, but usually it's always dubs, because of those reasons I mentioned. But it's funny when the Japanese female voice is like this really high pitched, something like that, and then the dub is actually like this more mature female, like adult voice. And it's very different, but like, usually it just gives. Like, it comes across way better when
I think so too.
Voice that's not like put on to be overly high pitched. Like,
I think my controller was almost empty like an hour ago.
Someone asked what my opinion on the dub. Oh no, the opinion of the JoJo Japanese voices. Those were just bizarre to me. They're not annoying. They're just bizarre.
Adventure, right? That's cool.
Oh yeah, I guess so. But yeah, but that's the way they talk is very strange. It doesn't annoy me or anything. It's just very odd. But I've seen clips and everything, and I'm like, man, this is.
The logic mongers have opinions, not pure logical facts. Say it isn't so.
I'll agree with someone in chat. Cowboy Bebop is awesome.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of good things about Cowboy Bebop.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's very good. I have. It's weird. I know I'm known for hating anime. However, if you'll give me just a second.
You say you hate anime all the time. Why do you think you know?
People assume it. I don't know why. Anyway, anime sucks.
Yeah,
Here's
fuck
why.
anime.
I have very little in the way of physical media. Same for games. However, the only physical media that I really own, with some very rare exceptions, Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex. I got the DVDs for those. DVDs for Standalone Complex, Second Gig, also Ghost in the Shell. Got the first season of Full Metal Alchemist, and I have the complete collection for Cowboy Bebop.
Nice.
This is the majority of my physical media collection, and they're all animes.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
okay.
Weep.
All right, because we're sharing. I've got the entire series of Rurouni Kenshin, okay, including the OVA prequels, Samurai X, the prequels, and the movie and the after one. And by the way, seriously, like Rurouni Kenshin, and specifically Samurai X, the actual OVA, movie. Oh, guys, it's actually really good. Like,
Right.
Samurai X is awesome.
This is a lot of bodies.
I feel like Cowboy Bebop is something I'd like. It seems like isn't it? It's kind of like space western rogue, like ragtag group of buddies going on adventures, right?
Well,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
they look like men. Not
Well, I mean, if that's what it is, then yeah, I
Correct.
probably would like
You're
it.
seeking treasure. See the trap.
No,
Good
yeah,
characters,
Oh, yeah.
character work,
but
good,
free.
you know.
The description of Mando would be like, oh, that sounds like I'd like it.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is it sounds like I'd like it. I don't know if I actually will,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it is like Mando. Yeah.
I guess while I'm in the vein of physical media, I have some physical games here.
What does it say?
And
Yes, sir.
there are very few that I have. Very small list, but I got them. I have Xbox. This is one of the first video. It is actually among the 2 first video games I ever bought. BioShock, Xbox 360. When I first bought my first console, my Xbox 360, they had a deal where if you buy an Xbox this week or whatever, you get 2 games for $20 that are $20 or less. And so, boy, did I fucking get lucky. Because I got BioShock for 360, and it even has the cardboard sleeve and everything that's kind of got that's a little risen up, and Mass Effect. So
Oh
yeah,
man, what a
that's
great
starting on a
selection.
fucking high note.
Yeah.
Next up, Xbox 360, The Witcher 2: Assassins of Kings Enhanced Edition, stellar game, amazing game. We have our Mass Effect 3 Collector's Edition. Xbox 360, and then this will be an odd one. Oh yeah, it's at my parents' house, but I have the collector's edition of Fallout New Vegas,
Right.
and I have the big fancy edition of Titanfall 2 that EA actually sent me years and years ago that has the helmet and everything. But I have a physical PC. Halo Combat Evolved.
I think because I've only ever had the digital copy. I think.
And I think that's all that. I think those are the only ones I kept. When I sold my console and everything, I just basically sold all the games, but there's some that I kept, like these. I think that's all the ones that I have. I don't know. I don't think there's any squirreled away.
I have a whole bunch because I got them on my shelf next to me. Fortunately, I managed to. I didn't keep the boxes for my PlayStation 1 games, but I have them all, except for, funnily enough, I had to buy another copy of Crash Bandicoot 3 because I wanted a physical copy and I couldn't find mine. So I have all of the Crash, well, at least all the physical copies of Crash. I don't have my Game Boy games though. I don't know where they are, or my PSP, which is kind of a shame. Because
my DS around here
Pokemon...
somewhere.
Oh, I got my
A lot of most
DS,
of my
but
games for it, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, because Pokemon Sapphire, oh man, am I nostalgic for that game. And I know that's a controversial one. I think people tend to say that with the 3rd one was when it started getting crappy, but you know what? Fuck you. It was with the 4th one that it got crappy because that's the one after the one that I love.
Alright, let's see.
Someone said in chat,
oh, okay.
Rags destroy the Witcher show. They shat all over Full Test. So, in the vein of another comment that said Witcher 2 is probably one of the best gaming experiences I've ever had, I will agree. One of my best gaming experiences was playing The Witcher 2, because that shit was challenging. It was not hand-holding. It was difficult, and it was extremely rewarding. But Full Test was such a great character. He was such a... You didn't get that much time with him from the second, in the second one. But what you did get of him was very interesting. And he seemed really cool. Like, he was a good king, but he wasn't like some saint. He had his flaws and his passions, but he was very interesting, and he felt like a good guy, but a really interesting kind of good king guy. So if the show is gonna ruin his character, I already fucking hate it.
I feel like if we were to watch it, we would probably tear it apart.
Full
you
Test
guys
is
have not
one
seen,
of my favorite characters in The Witcher.
We haven't seen it, no.
No,
Oh,
I haven't
really?
yet, no.
Because there are some like writing, stuff that is like on Mandalorian level of stupid.
We did intend to check it out at some point, it just never really happened.
It's not to say it doesn't have its redeeming features, because like Henry Cavill did a just awesome job with Geralt for me, and so that was fun. But there is a lot of like head scratching. I was like, wow.
They what was that armor? The armor, the one that has all the wrinkles.
the peen armor.
Oh,
yeah.
I ranted about that.
I remember that video. Yeah.
Let's see. I haven't caught up with chat here in a bit. Who in the call has seen JoJo, and does anyone have an idea of the objective quality? Ooh. So I've seen a bunch of it, and I only enjoy it because of, well, pun intended, how bizarre it is and how crazy this shit gets.
Is it like Van Helsing?
Man, that's a good question, actually. This is more, I mean, it's obviously more anime-like, because it's an anime. But like the crazy shit that happens, and there's just, they just, the way they do stuff in the episodes is just stupid. It's just fucking stupid. And I don't think it's gonna hold up objectively at all. I've never looked at it objectively. It's just fun. It's really fun to watch. Rags, Fallout New Vegas Troom Ven.
That would be a fun game to stream.
Mm.
I don't know though. Maybe I might start streaming some games and just chilling, doing like little Q&As and just hangout stuff.
You fucking
should. There's some games that I'd like to go through and play. Fallout New Vegas might be one of them, but then again, that's also a game I really love, and I would probably end up taking it like seriously. But it's definitely a possibility. I could try some Mimi stuff, or just kind of go with the flow. But yeah, maybe.
Hydra Dominatus, Metal and Rags. I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure. Not sure what that refers to.
But it sounds cool, I guess. Got to go by Metal. I enjoyed the EGMS, everyone's guest on Metal stream. Yeah, no worries, Odin. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. EGMS, everyone guests on Metal stream. That's funny. That's kind of accurate, actually. At least Marlo told you I'm streaming. Normally he just gets people in here. It's like, oh, by the way, I'm streaming.
And they say all of their secrets immediately, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, no. It's funny. Sargon was. We played Left 4 Dead with Sargon once on here. It was fun.
He's been playing a lot of Mountain Blade and Warhammer. One of the Warhammer games.
Yes.
Warhammer, the strategy turn-based thing.
Total War, Warhammer.
No.
Yeah, something like that.
Correct me if I'm
No,
mistaken,
Gladius. It's Gladius. Sorry, he's been playing a lot of Gladius.
Oh.
Sargon was making a game at some point, wasn't he? Like a long time ago?
A long time ago, yeah,
Really?
but it didn't
Oh,
work
okay.
out, and he refunded his backers and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah, it
remember
was
hearing
called
about
like,
that.
yeah, I remember he wanted to get into game development a long time ago, and he tried it out. I guess just didn't work.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rex,
yeah,
what
fair
did you think of The Outer Worlds? I hated it.
I've
Outer
heard all
Worlds?
about
I have
The
not played
Obsidian
the Outer
one.
Worlds.
I actually
I
Oh, is
played
that
it.
the
Go
is
ahead.
that the Obsidian one?
Yeah, it's-
yeah.
I've heard it's okay.
it was
I've heard
okay.
it's okay.
I played on stream
Yeah.
for a bit, but I never. I just at one point I just didn't want to play more. I guess. I
I
don't
played
know.
it for a little bit and then I stopped as well. It was the same for me. I played it and I was like, oh, it's all right. Gameplay is not particularly great, but for some reason we seem to have just accepted that that's RPGs.
The fact that
I
it
don't
doesn't
know
have
why.
third person ruins it for me. I haven't even been able to get into it
You prefer third person perspective?
all the time. Yeah, it takes a lot for me to get into a first person game, and like the only one that I've even basically decided I will give a go will be Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
But I might want to wait a little bit before so they can iron out some of those bugs that are with its release. Because have you seen the reviews? That like it's a bit buggy
I've
at the
heard
moment.
it's very buggy. Yeah.
I don't know. I generally I think some games play much better first person or third person. But I think each has its place. But I think most games are not there's going to be one will be better than the other because it should be kind of designed around one or the other.
Yeah.
Or it'll be like Fallout or something where exploration and just general moving around in third person can be done really well, but when it comes to combat, you want first person in sights and making sure that you can hit things. A lot of the games I play, like Vermintide and Mordhau, those are Mordhau sort of works, but I would say that's kind of an exception to the rule. Vermintide I don't think it'd be nearly as good in third person.
What's that?
What about mixed perspective games like Deus Ex, where it's both first and third person, depending on what you're doing?
Like taking cover will put you in third person. That's a lot of games. Everything from like some of the old Rainbow Six games to.
What do you think lit these torches?
I think one of the Gears of War is all third person. That works, but I think it's because it's designed to be in third person.
Go back, shit.
It's not like you're flopping.
Yeah, I think for me it often depends, right? Like in a shooting game, I generally prefer first person, but when there's melee combat, I pretty much exclusively want third person.
That's like especially melee combat for me. It's like, oh
yeah, I can't deal with it, even though I know that there are certain games that do first person well, like Chivalry and all that. It's just not. I don't.
Mordhau does it really well. Vermintide does it really well.
I'm sure it can work well. It's just for some reason I like Devil May Cry is what I prefer, where it's like I can see everything around me.
I think part of it has to do with how exact it is. If it is a game where your melee mechanics need to be precise, like if it is about blocking and stuff like that is still kind of a general term. But if you have a game like Mordhau that is really timing sensitive and direction sensitive to what you're doing and who you're fighting and what's going on, and having a sense of situational awareness, it works best in first person. And when it comes to Vermintide, it's also another, precise melee-based game where pushing and parrying and blocking is all very... I hate to keep saying precise over and over, but there's very much these windows that you have to keep into account and directions. And I think you wouldn't be able to see well enough in third person when things are crowding around you and your character is blocking the front of their character. You need to be in a position where you are not looking at yourself from behind, where your body is kind of blocking what's in front of you.
I think I do wonder if it depends, because I cited Devil May Cry, but Devil May Cry is very much like it's not trying to be realistic at all. It's about moving really quickly, ducking and dodging out of attacks and pulling off insane combos and like juggling people in the air. And I feel like there's no way you can make that work in first person. But conversely, if you're going for that really realistic kind of combat, then maybe it is preferable.
Yeah, you need to have a view where you could judge distances more accurately and where you could see the angles of what's happening in front of you. Because if you're playing in third person, then your character is going to be at all times blocking something from your vision as the player. And that could be like if you're playing Mordhau in third person and someone is making like a low blow that comes upwards, your character could literally be completely covering that and you might not really be able to see it. And also when you're in third person, you tend to look down more because your camera is up and you're looking downwards at your character. Whereas if you're in first person, you have you're much more likely to be looking upwards in the world.
I think Kingdom Come Deliverance should have been in third person. Like, I wasn't even able to get into it fully because it was restricted to first person, and it's just because I just don't enjoy that experience nearly as much, especially in a game that's mostly melee combat and you're gonna get cool armor and all that stuff. Like, I would have been so much more enjoyable if I could just see my character do all these cool things.
I reckon you should just have the option for all the people of the world out there, you know.
I guess the thing is, I was about to say options are good, but like in certain games, that's a lot of extra work.
Well, yeah, failing that, just have your systems designed around the point of view. Also, I really want to read this comment because it's kind of mind-blowing. You're going to want to stop me at every point of it I'm going to ask that you just let me complete it because
okay.
this is one of those.
I'll pause the game. I'll pause the game even.
Where does the comment come from?
So the context is someone is saying that we're like hating on this show arbitrarily because we're not hating on other things the same way. And someone said in response, like, "Oh, you're a." I'm guessing, so I haven't seen the full context, that like you're simping for the show or whatever. Their response is, "I hate this show too. What are you talking about?" And I'm saying that The Mandalorian is just as bad as each of the Lord of the Rings movies, even if most of you Tolkien fans don't want to believe it. The Gondorian soldiers do not know how to fight, and when they do, they're following a murderer. Gimli, Bloom, and Mortensen bringing the dead men of Dunharrow to Minas Tirith makes the whole Rohirrim charge and killing of the men and orcs completely pointless. They could have come a half hour before, and would also have murdered all the men and orcs in Mordor. Jackson and filmmakers love to rip off countless other video games and movies, so they are not racists when they are the true racists. For example, they Diablo with the Balrog, they ripped off Pirates of the Caribbean and Ghostbusters with ghosts, and they ripped off the prequels with CGI Gollum.
That's probably that's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
First of all, Pirates of the Caribbean was a boat ride at like Disneyland for starters.
Didn't Pirates of the Caribbean? Oh, I thought they were saying ripping off the movie, because didn't the movie come out after Lord of the Rings?
The movie came out after Lord of the Rings. Yes, it did. And as did CGI Yoda. Yeah, CGI Yoda was 2002.
Julius just said Diablo was after Lord of the Rings.
Well, yeah, of course. The Lord of the Rings predates all of this by like many decades.
Gonna be honest here, but it's not often that I see a comment that I kind of want to like frame and put on my wall.
I think this should be made illegal. The comments like this. Like, this is like you can't have this pretty bad.
You know, yeah, free speech has its limits, all right.
I mean, we already convinced Dankula about that one.
Yeah,
but seriously, this is one of those comments that like it's that bad. I'm almost thinking it's a purpose troll. Like they're trying.
It's fascinating.
It's oddly too specific, I think, to be a troll. Like this person seems this pissed off.
They think that they think they understand. You know, it comes across the comment. I think that I've done research. This is Dunning-Kruger, the comment.
Yeah, I do believe that this is earnest. Again, there's a lot of stupid people in the world, you know.
Did he qualify the racist part? How he was racist?
You expect qualifying things in this? Who said this and where? I guess that's under the recent Mando.
I'm assuming, yeah. This is all I've got. What you see there, that's.
Oh, you got this as a screenshot. Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's fascinating.
That's insane.
That is peering into the mind of an insane person.
The internet is a funny place.
What does he mean? The Gondorian soldiers are following a murderer. What does that mean?
Denethor?
Things.
Or following a murderer.
Gandalf or Aragorn?
Let's make a Jesse kill.
I assume they mean Denethor?
It's like they don't know how to fight, and when they do, they are following a murderer. So it's
yeah. What are these junction? I don't understand.
Corona.
So really
interesting. That is a very odd one.
Let's make
if they just would have changed the plot so that the ghosts got there 30 minutes earlier, we wouldn't have the charge of the Rohirrim. It's like, oh, well, they weren't there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can just arbitrarily say, if this would have happened at a completely different time, this other thing wouldn't have had to happen. It's like, yeah, correct. You have described all things.
If I would have picked the lottery numbers from last week, I would have been a millionaire.
Who'd have thought?
It's crazy how that didn't work out. So someone just wrote, let's make a Jesse Collins section on efap.me.
He's gonna think he's important.
Yeah, I don't want
to. Top Jesse Collins takes.
Let's see. Hey, Fringy.
Top 10 Jesse Collins comments.
Hey, Fringy, to your comment about making a DMC5 game in first person wouldn't work, I have to politely disagree. Oh, interesting. Doom Eternal does work perfectly, but that's a different genre of games.
Doom Eternal is a first-person shooter. What? Okay, yeah.
Let me read it. I got confused too. Okay. Doom Eternal does work perfectly once you learn how to play it and know how weapon combos, quick swap work. You just have to learn it like DMC5 combat combos and stuff. I think they have to fundamentally change their game style.
So I want you to look at Devil May Cry footage and imagine that your camera perspective was the face of the person you're controlling. You would get
Dude,
sick
like-
and throw up.
Imagine
wouldn't
trying
know-
to dodge. You wouldn't know where you're going, what direction, where the enemies are. That's insane. I can't believe you said that.
Oh my god. I'm sorry,
That's-
British pod. You upset
That's
the Pringles.
unreal. Oh no,
That is
I just
pretty unreal.
I'm baffled. I'm baffled that you could possibly say that.
You would get a stroke playing Virgil.
Yeah, imagine playing Virgil with all his teleportation.
Man,
How would you know where you are?
I haven't played
You know, I'm
DMC5
fine
in
with
forever.
teleportation because like Dishonored has blink and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, but if
Just
you're
you-
teleporting back and stuff, like,
What part of DMC's appeal is its spectacle, and if
it's
you're in
stylish.
first person, not being able to kind of see yourself doing that, and your camera's a lot more zoomed in because first person is more intimate, it's more close. Third person is good for when you want to have these kind of spectacle fights,
Like
because you
Uncharted
could
and,
see a lot of stuff happening at once. Yeah,
What's up,
every
Antithesis?
Uncharted person.
What does it say?
Yes,
but
sir.
what in?
That is so bizarre to me. But hey, you know what?
That's-
You're allowed to have that take if you want,
That's fine.
but I totally disagree.
One hand
Certainly is an
rope.
odd one.
I think I misheard your message. Sorry, I didn't know you meant exactly like DMC5. I was going for more about the combat combos and stuff. Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
but that's the point I'm making is it's not the same game. That's the reason why I'm having the.
Yeah.
You see something
Someone-
funny more.
Someone said to Matt Jabo, the Toxic Brood thanks you for your endorsement. His response is, I don't know what that is.
Oh no! It's too funny.
Oh no!
Old Matt is still around, hey?
Yeah,
he recently put out a tweet saying, fuck EFAP. I don't know why.
This is
Well, he
hilarious.
was replying to like something else, so surely there's a right? Can you go to that tweet, Mahler, and click
I
on
could.
your to see
What?
get his original tweet to see what he was like referring to or what kicked that off?
Oh, let's see.
I'll do that in a second. I just wanted to say he quote tweeted my quote tweet and said, enjoy it.
Enjoy our audience and the
This is
fun that we
the-
have and our moves.
This is the thread. It's not very long.
You got Smudboy responding to someone about streaming, I guess. And then Sophie Statistics says, "Oh, it's a mistake to assume that like Mundane Matt was a guest on EFAP because that never happened." And then for some reason, Matt jumped in on that saying, "I'm not right wing. I've never been on EFAP and fuck EFAP." It's like,
What does the right wing have to do with it?
Yeah,
Right,
is he
with
saying that
EFAP.
if you're an EFAB, you're automatically right wing?
I
oh,
don't-
so
EFAP is
I wouldn't
political.
consider ourselves a right wing podcast or even a political podcast.
Someone,
Sophie had in the comments relating to how like people call EFAP a right wing podcast, and that Mundane Matt being on it is part of the evidence that we're right wing. So that's why he said that.
Is Mundane Matt right wing?
No,
Yeah, I
that's
was
that's
about
why
to
he's
say.
saying I'm not right wing and fuck EFAP.
But
Oh,
why did
okay.
he have to shit on us?
I
Why
don't
did-
know.
No, probably because we're kind of in the.
he must
We're in-
know
Maybe
he's
he-
a lolcow, I guess.
Yeah, but
Sucks,
everyone
yeah.
thinks that.
I
Well,
know.
But I guess he's the person who would say "fuck everybody except me."
dude,
my
listen to
12
this.
fans.
Someone wrote sounding pretty triggered there, Matthew, and then he wrote, "Nah, I tweeted that, then I took a nap. Woke up to a bunch of triggered children in my mentions, though." So you say
children.
to a group of people, "Fuck those people," and then we are the triggered ones. That's funny.
All I did was insult a popular online podcast with a very devoted and incredible audience. So I was like,
Yeah.
Why does he? Every time he's like, "Nah, it's just cool. It's so casual. I don't care." You care. You tweeted it. Like,
Yeah.
Come
Someone
on.
said I'd even turn off that pesky ad block for E EFAP. Thanks for the recommendation, Matt.
this
Don't
is
you have boulders to collect?
he said another tweet as well. Why would anyone? Why would I want to watch 11 hours of me at once? Like I like me, and I'm not even. That's too much even for me. Like as a criticism of EFAP, but I should be like, no, you're right. Nobody would want to watch 11 hours.
Oh, wait. Here's his. Why don't you like EFAP, Matt? Genuinely curious. He said, incels hanging out for 11 hours, bitching like hens in the hen house. Not for me. I'm gonna.
Dude, I'm gonna quote that with a clip. Like, what's a good clip to attach?
Here,
to
let
that?
me give you a link for it real quick. Here you go.
What do you think like a really good clip to attach to that for what we do on EFAP? Like, what's a good highlight? Do you reckon? 'Cause
Oh,
I can
man.
grab any of them.
Chat, do your magic.
Yeah, chat. What do you chest. What like
A clip
minute-
of me talking about eating ass.
For example.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't timestamp them in my head.
Oh no, you don't have to timestamp them. Literally, just go from anything you remember, and I can find it.
And if we get this unstuck,
Water's wet debate. The mashed potato clip.
The mashed potato clip. Oh, is that from? That wasn't from Well, I guess it's technically not EFAP. That was when I got Schlammered on the Moodles game stream.
Yeah, that was on my stream. I mean, I don't mind using that, but
Someone,
it's not
this is
EFAP.
interesting. He said, someone
default.
said, "You're not intellectually qualified to be on EFAP," to which Matt replies, "Right, because you need to be intellectually qualified to run 11-hour live streams that shit on pop culture."
Nailed it.
I do like how he's really fixated on 11 hours. Like,
Yeah,
that's
he's really.
Dude,
know,
I don't see how is that not an endorsement? The fact that it can be entertaining for 11 hours and he can't even be entertaining for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was just like,
let me.
people joke and stuff, but it's not easy to talk continuously for 11 hours.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We have Skittles debate, Kamyam. What about Rex talking about Smurf hand jobs? Squad, drunk Rex, Squad clip. I was about to bring the potato clip. Wumbo,
That's
Isle
the
of Man.
Episode. I did put that as its own tweet before, but I wouldn't mind just reposting it because it's kind of funny.
Jay, I'm objectively gay.
I don't know where I put it though.
This is fascinating. I want you to look at this short exchange. Anime, sorry, I don't know why I said anime. Probably because I was thinking of Matt Jarbo, and for some reason my brain just went to anime. But Matt he's really kind of obsessed with replying to a lot of people. He's replying to a lot of these. He clearly has nothing better to do.
He's loving the attention. Like that is.
I guess
the fact that
he feels like he has to respond to it
all.
all.
The spotlight at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's internalized what this does to him mentally. It's the Boulder King that was false flagging other YouTubers, and this guy has a picture of an equestrian statue as his, who I assume is like Marcus Aurelius or something. And Jarvis says, "Hey, it's the Roman equivalent of an anime avatar." What a bizarre thing!
Roman equivalent of an anime avatar.
Nailed it.
Oh, thanks for 300 bits.
That's a burn. Wow, that guy's gonna have trouble sleeping tonight from that burn. That's like, whew. I felt the heat on that one.
Also, thanks for 300 bits. I remember you guys talking about interdimensional travel, and I don't know if Metal has seen Steel Ball Run. I have not. I've never heard of that. I think they do a good job at using interdimensional travel. Does it mean anything to anyone in here? I don't know what it is at all.
Nope.
Look, if you want to travel between dimensions, just get some talking masks from Australia, and they'll open some port. It's Crash Bandicoot. Right?
Sure. Imagine spending weeks copyright striking channels and making up excuses for it.
I
and then
love the fact
denigrating
that he
anyone
lied.
else for how they spent their time.
I love the fact that he lied, and then they just told him exactly where he could look it up, and you could tell immediately he knew it was over. He should have run off. He should have just yeeted and run away.
It's so insane. I'm not triggered. I took a nap, and then all the people were triggered after I told them to fuck him.
He took a nap, guys. All right.
He took a nap.
That's like going to Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, but to go to Walmart was great. Fuck off.
This is like
Steel Ball Run is part 7 of JoJo Mootle. No idea why.
I wonder if you'll
scenes-
ever live that down. The whole
No.
Volkswagen
I don't think
thing.
so. I think it's
No, he never
damning
will.
on his character.
Because I think one of the other things that just sealed the deal for making this, like, I'm not sure you're ever going to come back to it, was how he tried to handle, the bull crap. I mean, dealing with mental health and all that stuff is like, oh.
I think that's the problem, though, man. It's like, how can you ever trust him ever?
Yeah.
He lied.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if
Oh,
he
so-
ever apologized.
And not only that, he literally tried to, exploit mental health to try and
scummy
justify it, and that is scummy. It's like
The issue is
manipulative as
that,
anything.
and like there was never an attempt to make amends.
No.
there was never any attempt to admit guilt, to say I'm really sorry, I shouldn't have done it, I didn't think of the consequences. There was never any attempt to make it right, to try and counteract the damage he'd done. There was no promise it would never be done again.
But it wasn't until months later that he made a video saying something similar to that. So it like.
I thought he just made that post on Tumblr.
Well, I think he made a video after that didn't work.
We will see.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. After he realized that randomly making an unannounced random post on Tumblr of all places and nowhere else, how nobody knew that existed, he's like, yeah, of course.
I think that's quite telling. I think that was what Blair White got in trouble with recently as well. She lied about, or was either lied or was incredibly misleading about a transgender athlete. And she apologized on Twitter, but like several weeks after she had already been told that she had made a mistake. And then when she did apologize, it was in a video that was almost disguised as a video about several topics rather than just one topic, and it had way less views than the original video got. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's telling, and I don't know how you recover from like a Matt situation, because the core problem is you were dishonest. You can't be trusted. So like if you say, "Oh, I'm good now, I'm reformed," it's like, well, you would say that maybe, you know.
Why you think they're so devious?
And also, as a YouTuber, why would you ever do that to other YouTubers? Like, come on.
Because Mundane Matt, he didn't give a shit about anyone else except for himself.
Yeah. Clearly.
He's a very selfish individual who can admit no wrong.
Career-driven's not the right word. I feel like that's his main thing that he cares about. He wants to be successful on YouTube. He wants to be successful in Hollywood. He tried that, it didn't work. And then he did YouTube, and that isn't working either. But what else can he do? You know, what else can he do?
Yeah. Like, this is fantastic. Fuck you all, I will take a nap. Can this become how you end your streams, Metal?
Taking a nap if you get mad in the next 8 hours, alright?
Thanks everyone for hanging out. Fuck you all, I will take a nap.
It's like, I don't care what it is. I didn't do anything wrong. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not changing anything about myself.
Come on in, man.
I'm a bad person, and that's your problem, I guess.
Game Awards tomorrow. Uh-oh.
Wow, I don't care.
I really don't care this time.
I'm just like, oh, the game. Oh, yeah, this is the meme awards.
So hang on, which game awards? There's so many different game awards now, and all I've been hearing is
so
like
words,
Last of Us
so
2.
Matter.
See, I was about to say the bad one, but then I thought about it again and I didn't.
It's the Game Awards. That's what it is. That's the one. That's like the main one. Jeff Keighley. Where usually an indie game will get thrown in to the mix just because they have to, but they'll give it to some.
See, we didn't ignore indie games. We have our token indie game in here.
Joe, back when it was the Spike Video Game Awards, it was something he talked about how like they didn't have like a best MMO category and they didn't have like a best fighting game category, and all you can think is like, man, you're missing out on like so much content.
Yeah.
And the fact that Ori isn't nominated for anything bugs me a lot.
Like a lot of people.
Like
a lot of people are pretty upset about that.
I think it's the best game of the year, and probably I feel like Crash Bandicoot 4 probably deserved to be nominated. From a gameplay perspective, it's pretty well designed, but we know that doesn't matter. It needs to have a walkie-talkie cinematic Mafeel story about a theme of something.
Mafeel story.
Yeah, that's what I.
Hey, if it pushes the right agenda, doesn't matter about all the other things. That puts it right at the top of the list. Though.
Yeah, it seems like agenda is also an important part about it.
Is the company, have they shown that they're going to bend the knee to the right kind of, perspective and all that stuff? Do they say all the right things? Do they talk about diversity and blah, blah, blah?
Gotta be beautiful and brave. If it's not beautiful and brave, it can't be the best game of the year.
It's ugly and a loser.
Which is funny, because Ghost of Tsushima won... Oh, go ahead, Morlord.
The Smurf comment Rags makes, I made a video for it, but I can't find where I put it. Makes me very unhappy.
See you next time you need.
On Twitter?
Well, I know I put it on Twitter, but I'm trying to find it.
Scrolling through, like, your media tab? Don't forget
I don't know which folder I put it in, because it's such a. There's no like, what do I even call it? Like when Rags commented on Smurfs.
I don't even know what I'd call that. I don't even know what I was thinking.
I don't know what I was thinking.
That was just a random thought.
I just want to find it so that I can put it in a tweet. That's all I want to do.
Ghost of Tsushima won the Player Choice Award.
Oh, so the one that matters.
Yeah.
So yeah, it won the Player Choice Award, and I think the narrative that's going around is that it was rigged by alt-righters. That they rated it. So
alt-righters?
The story goes. Yeah,
the story about a bunch of Asians.
Right. Yeah. So the story goes.
Metal, if the view count dramatically drops in about 10 minutes, then remember the Masters Estate LMAO. Wait, why?
Yeah,
who's leaving? What? What's happening?
There are literally no white people in Ghost of Tsushima. It's
I can see why the alt-right love it. Yeah.
Yeah. The story goes that alt-righters basically raided the vote, so that Last of Us 2 specifically couldn't win.
The alt-right, they're just the boogeyman for everything.
Yeah, like, they're so organized. You think that they would have more institutional power? Like, with how organized they are whenever they need to rig a fucking video game awards.
This group that has absolutely no institutional power, there's barely any of them. They've pretty much all been banned from all the platforms that exist, and yet somehow they're still powerful and strong enough and organized enough that they could rig votes for things. Jesus, people.
I just realized it's almost 1 a.m. I didn't even notice. Fuck.
Well, I've actually got to leave too. It's good you say that. I've got to head off to a dinner, and then I'll be back once that's over.
Yeah. And apparently Cyberpunk is out in 10 minutes, so I guess people are gonna head out and wanna go and watch that, whatever it is.
I'm gonna wait until there's a couple of updates to fix those bugs myself, I think. Hold on.
I think I need to wait until I've got more time to actually play it.
I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not so super interested. I mean, it might be a good idea to wait for an update or two if it's if it's buggy and whatnot.
Yeah, but with that said, thanks for all the subs and follows and the hanging outs. Good shit. Also, fuck you all. I'm gonna take a nap soon. But yeah, Among Us actually gonna play the game, so we're gonna shock him with a couple of people now. So if you wanna watch a friendo of ours want to play the Gorm, you can just go over there and tell him he has a Floppel Dangenheimer or something. Moodle's a pussy, but fuck you too, Vujum, you piece of shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll be. Hang on. Am I back tomorrow? When are we watching? Wait, no, it's Thursday tomorrow. Never mind, I'm back tomorrow. I just forgot what day it is tomorrow. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna rate Monk now. No, I'm back tomorrow. It's all good. It's all good. Friday might be sketchy. I don't know when we're gonna start watching the Crimbus. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'll see everyone later.